as we start recording, we of course have the wonderful joke bot in the chat saying, "What is a female snake used for support? A cobra."
Okay.
I'm so
Fucking Nightbot.
Bam, Nightbot.
All right.
Don't ban Nightbot. That removes most of our auto mods. Do it.
And Nightbot.
So I'm
Yeah, terrible.
not gonna lie. I am very tempted to leave that in when I edit this for YouTube later, because I think that is a perfect way to start one of these sessions. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. I am the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube. We are playing One Piece Tabletop role-playing game. That's it. I'm the GM. I will give a recap of events. It's been 6 weeks since we played, which is no one's fault. You know, Halloween and then people got ill. Flavin27, thank you for the follow. And with that, I will throw over to the other wonderful voices on the screen to introduce themselves and talk and such. Nick!
Cool. Hi, I'm Nick, also known as Strider Winters, practically everywhere on the internet. Also known as Nikias Rotor on Twitter, because over there it's weird. It doesn't like my names for some reason, but whatever. I play Mercurius Thorak, who is the captain of this crew. He's a big old fish man, giant squid. He punches things, and he's the ship's doctor. He's a lot of stuff. You can almost often find me actually here on Bardic's channel, and also on his Discord server, because I am a mod, both here and there.
What happened to the map?
No, I was just zooming out.
He's zooming in, zooming out, one of those things.
Just so you can see how tiny you are on this giant map.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's me. Coda.
I am Shogun!
Motherfucker. Every time.
It's been 6 weeks. Did you really expect anything else?
A little.
I sure as hell didn't.
Yeah, I shouldn't have either.
And I'm returning victoriously as Maggie.
Oh.
Got tired of chum,
Oh.
apparently. Oh well. Play whoever, man. They're both members of the crew.
I like Chum. He's funny.
Yeah, Maggie's also funny, but in a different way.
Chum, since he keeps saying he's a pirate.
Whose turn is it now? What's going on here?
I'm going. Who are you, other than Shogun? Unless Shogun has more to say.
Nope, that's it.
Okay, you don't want to plug?
Shut up.
What about Cryogun?
I swear to fuck. Shut up.
Oh yes, I have Cryogun.
Nice.
As an explanation of what that is, you can go follow twitch.tv/cryogun, Shogun,
Yes.
and some other people. You play a bunch of stuff on there.
I'm interrupting now. Dang.
Yes. That's it. Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, Jimmy,
Anyway.
it's your turn to interrupt him.
True.
I know where he lives.
You can't find me.
No, not you. Jimmy. I don't think anyone will ever figure out where Ren lives. He's ghost.
Of course not.
Ready to
I know
stack.
what state he's in, but where? I have no fucking idea.
Anyway, I'm got a White Wolf White Wolf 462 pretty much everywhere, and I'm playing Zoldaron, who's the giant muscle-bound Birkin. Sky Tribesman. Well, Birkin, same thing.
You're Birkin.
Yeah, it's the type I am, but they're Sky Tribesmen. And I hit things really hard. Anyway, cool.
So, James, who are you?
I think you just answered that.
No, I said your name. That doesn't tell me who you are as a person. Tell me about you. What are your hopes and dreams, your ambitions, your purpose in
All
life?
diabolical and despicable. Next. Anyway.
Horrible.
I am Dr. Robotnik.
Ah, shit, someone get Sonic.
No. My name is James. I play Jimmy. You can find me anywhere as Omen264. Plug. I have a Twitter that I do not use. Moving on.
And who's our last character again?
And finally, we have Rin. Rin, who are you? Or is that a secret?
See, I was trying to say who are you, Rin, without saying Rin. God damn it.
Do I need to introduce myself still?
I mean,
Who the fuck are you?
have to, I suppose, but I mean, it's your turn.
Who is this character?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Where's this card?
What does this card do?
Who is that Pokemon?
Ditto! No matter what your answer was.
The correct answer is clearly a Jigglypuff from above.
It's a Voltorb!
Oh god, death from above then.
Oh god, Smoochie! No!
It's actually a Diglett from above.
Anyways,
Oh, no.
we're getting very off topic very quickly.
Oh god,
Don't we always?
Hey,
Digimon now?
Ah!
Jump from Yu-Gi-Oh! To Pokemon to Digimon?
Oh dear.
Nick was big.
hello.
They took up all our cameras for a moment there.
404 error because data is not found.
Yes! That was good!
That is a good one.
That was good!
That's right, I
Ah.
forgot. He dipped.
That was really
No.
good.
I hate Discord with a burning passion of 1,000 fiery suns.
Stop clicking
Did
on
you miss
people.
that? Because that was
He's
pretty
trying to
good.
turn all our volumes down because I guess we're too loud in his.
Oh,
Are we
brain.
too
you
loud?
need to see that happen.
Yeah. Okay, there. There we go, fixed it. I heard you, Rin. But do you want to say it again? Because we all know a joke is funnier the second time round when said slightly
it's
louder.
absolutely horrible. That's the only time I'll ever say that joke.
It was,
It was good though.
All right,
Yeah, I
It
know.
might have been the only good joke Rin has ever said.
No,
you
that's
do
not
realize.
true.
Rin,
That
you
is
do
very
realize that is also inherently probably going to be the episode title of this when it gets uploaded. Just
Amazing.
Data not found.
Session 20, just error 404. Like that's all it's going to be. All right, let's try and recap. What do we
even
remember?
Better. You cut. Give a brief pause so that you can cut this out of the YouTube video. But like, just have half of it be empty space, and just cut off midway. Like before we like zone out, so that it looks like there's just like a solid 10 minutes of nothing.
Okay, a part of me really wants to fucking do that.
What's
But
stopping you?
also, no.
Aw.
Like, if I was a bigger troll, I'd 100% do that.
Okay, fine, but at least put a link in the description that links to Rickroll.
Did that video actually get taken down off YouTube?
There's no way in hell. It's everywhere.
I don't know. Anywho, I should try and do this whole recap shit, shouldn't I?
I
Yeah,
guess.
because it's been a minute.
And so do I.
Okay, no, serious. Last time
That's gonna happen.
on After the Azure Calm, we sailed up a mountain, and then we started talking to some old dude who turned out to be Usopp. And this is, approximately. I gave an actual amount of years, but I forgot how many years I said it was because it was six weeks ago. So Usopp is old man, but doesn't look like an old man because of stuff and reasons. Basically, the Straw Hats are dead. They failed. That
Losers.
happened. Fucking losers. And then we're discussing. All right, how do we find this guy? What do we do? We need to find this Death Defiler guy. He's a bad man, and we're gonna get him. And then
Turns out he's just right over there.
a giant mechanical crab walked across the horizon, and Data's like, "I'm gonna go get me that crab," and just took off. So, everyone else, you kind of just picking up immediately after that. Data has just taken off in a small boat that, I don't know, I guess was there.
Was there, apparently.
Yep. And you're all still at the lighthouse at the Twin Capes. Did we say that you went, alright, we'll set off in the morning? Or...
I believe we noticed Data was leaving, and I was just like, God damn it.
Okay. So,
And while I have a obligation to protect my crew, I also know that going after him now is probably a death sentence for the rest of
It's
us.
suicidal to go after him now.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So we're gonna have to go somewhere else to A, get stronger, and B, hopefully find more info on the Death Defiler.
One tiny... It's not really an important scene, but I just want to do it before I move on. Data. You're on a boat. You're sailing.
Right.
And probably going, ah, pirates! Grrr! Or whatever Data is thinking and feeling and all that junk. Chum, you're also
Yeah.
on this boat, aren't you?
Yeah,
How did you get there?
I wanted to.
Do you let Data know that you're there?
Yeah, because I'm rowing.
He's the sailor for the first mate who's just being
Yeah, I like
engine.
salute. I'm like, alrighty, Captain!
What? You know what? Not even gonna ask any questions. So can you like? All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna push us as
Are we
fast
gonna
as
stop
can.
going around in circles?
Yes, ideally. Let go of the oars. If any waves try to like crush us, just bend them out of the way. All right.
Alright!
Off we go. It's a good thing you're here. I hadn't thought it that far.
And
Jeez.
I think with that, Data will probably point to the vague, shadowy outline of a giant mechanical crab machine monster thing that is quite a way off. And do you say anything, or do you just point at it and go that way?
Yes.
And with that, we fade to black and cut away from there, back to the lighthouse. Do you just all want to go to bed and sleep up and set off in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, probably best option just be follow our log post to the next island.
All right.
Unless somebody has a better idea.
Okay. Well, none of your various NPC friends, so Frankie, Gam Gam, and Smithy, none of them have got anything to say. They kind of give a collective shrug. All three of them in a row all just go, oh.
Zor, Maggie, Jimmy, any ideas?
Sleep.
I mean, that's a
Under-
given.
Just under your breath. Good. Honestly, we're out of familiar territory, so whatever you think is best, Captain.
Alright. Unfortunately, what I think is best may not be the best thing for Chum and Data. But they're big boys. They'll hold on. Hopefully.
Alright.
What if we just are attacking another pirate ship, and then we see Chum like, "Hey guys, I'm a pirate again."
At that point, I think we would all collectively just go, "Damn it, Chum."
Then I'd wipe his ice cream slate clean.
See, I love the idea of now whenever Chum meets pirates, he goes, "Hi, I'm a Marine."
He talks to Marines like he's a pirate. He talks to pirates like he's a Marine. God damn it.
Why?
Okay.
Actually, as a pirate, they would recognize that he's a pirate already. But what they might not know is that he's also a Marine.
Chum is the true double agent.
Because he doesn't know.
They'll never see it coming.
Alright. So, where do you want to sleep? Do you want to sleep in the lighthouse? You know, Usopp can maybe get you some bunks or some beds, or you want to sleep on your cool new ship?
I mean, don't we have real nice, like, quarters?
I think you did get good sleeping quarters, yeah. Ah shit, did someone write down the name we gave for this ship? It was a really amazing but terrible name. It was like Seagull of Pain. wasn't it?
Oh, it was that.
It was Japanese to where it was like seagull of pain, but it's a typo to where it actually means like seagull in pain.
Yeah. So I think we have it written down as like Kamome ni Itami no Itami.
That
Or
might
like
be
that.
backwards. I'm not
Itami
sure.
no Kamome.
It's something like that. We might be saying pain of seagull, but you know,
Look, either way it works.
it's like a murder of crows. It's a pain of seagulls.
It's such a good edgy name. I love it. All right, so you're all going, and you're gonna go get some sleep. Rin,
What's up?
you're a new boy.
True.
How? Explain. Paint a scene.
Hey, I've
Where
got a
are you?
job.
Where are you? What are you doing?
It's getting dark, so you know, I'm doing my job.
Will
I
you
have no
explain
idea
what that
what
is?
this.
How that works? What you're doing?
Okay. So I'm not sure where everyone is, but
I mean, I'm assuming that everyone's going for shit. Get some sleep.
Yeah, we're on the ship in our quarters.
as you're walking back towards the ship, you see someone walking towards the lighthouse.
Usopp, thought you said you were alone on this island.
I mean, yeah, technically, but also no.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means he's a liar.
That
means
you know, I
he's
should have seen that
confusing.
coming.
I mean,
God damn it! God damn it! Where's Data when I need him? He's the one who knows all this stuff about this guy.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm technically alone, but I have an employee. He doesn't live with me. I live alone.
Well, then again, we never did ask if he was alone on this island. We asked if he lived alone.
Zor, shut up.
Okay.
So,
So who's that then?
Usopp waves to the new boy. Well, you all think he's a new boy. Usopp knows this boy. And,
Usopp. Who are all of you? Why are you here? Oh wait,
oh,
you are wearing marine uniforms and walking towards a ship that has the marine emblem. That also looks like a giant sea.
Yes, it's our ship. Yes, we're
Usopp!
Marines. Good job putting stuff together.
Should I like try to kill them or?
oh,
is
no,
that-
no.
Oh, we're
No.
past that. We're good.
Yeah, no. They recognize my amazing power and decided it'd be foolish to get into a conflict with a great Captain Usopp.
I'm gonna lead over to
We
Mark.
don't fight.
I'm just gonna
We
lead
don't
Mark
fight
to, like,
pirates.
this
We
is-
don't care about.
This.
Cool. Technically, I'm not a pirate. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, but he is. But we just don't care.
I would appreciate it if no one arrested my boss.
I mean, we're not going to. This has been established like 6 times now.
Double checking. I know how those Marines do sometimes. If they say they won't arrest you, next thing you know, you're in Impel Up.
Mark would
Those
be
are the
like
asshole
visibly
ones.
angry at kind of that, like, you know how Marines are remark. But he
Hey.
swallows. Just
Do you want me to,
we're
do you
not
want me to throw
normal.
something at him? I could find a boulder.
Zor,
Helping the stereotype here.
Anyway, I've got work to do, so I'm gonna go do that.
what the hell do you do on this place?
What? I'm the lighthouse.
Are the lighthouse?
Yes, I am the lighthouse.
Mark looks up to like see is the lighthouse on, even though it's dark.
It is not.
Devil fruit?
Yes, he ate the lighthouse, no me.
Wait. If he's the lighthouse, if we crack him, will he glow?
You don't
He
have
probably
to do
glows
that.
without cracking him.
Yeah, exactly. Like what?
To violence.
Why? Why do you insist on not helping the stereotype of Marines?
But is he not a giant glow stick?
Question.
Oh my god.
What's your name? I'm assuming you're the captain since you're the only one with any like common sense here.
Yes, Captain Mercurius Thorak, Special Ops Group 69.
Excellent. Your crew's looking a little light. I noticed.
Yeah, my first mate and our newest recruit just ran off towards the smokestacks,
Oh,
thinking they can take him on alone.
that sounds
We
like
give it a
very
week. Well, they'll come back, I'm sure.
course of action.
As much as I would love to take immediate course of action, that also sounds like a suicide mission for us all.
Yeah.
So we're
It
going
is,
to
by
head.
the way.
We're going to head to an island and hopefully get more intel, and perhaps hone our skills.
Well, good luck with that.
No ambition.
Goodbye.
Just gonna do your job.
I mean, hey, Usopp, do I get paid if I like leave? I mean, do I have vacation days or something? How does this work? We never really negotiated.
I mean, technically you're on an annual salary. You just get paid once every year. You know, I already paid you this year, so you can kind of do whatever
I
you
have
want.
Nothing to lose. In that case, I'm out.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll flick the switch and do it that way.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna charge up some rocks, and then you can use those. Use them
Alright.
sparingly.
All right, I will.
I lean forward and just give Usopp a glow stick. Use this too.
Just have a glow stick just on you.
You have a glow stick?
Please tell me you just hang the glow stick off of Usopp's nose and be like, "Here you go."
Yes, I do.
Usopp like goes cross-eyed to look at it, and then kind of like spins it round a little bit and makes it spin round his big nose. He goes, "I just had an idea for a new attack."
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Try not to burn the lighthouse down this time.
All right, it depends. We'll see how I get on.
This time.
Well,
No
All
wonder it
right,
looks
give me a
new.
second. Oh, the name's Iris. Iris Garter, by the way.
nice to meet you, Iris.
Wait, do I get paid if I come with you?
Supposedly. If you're with us whenever we capture, yeah. Unless you actually want to become a full-on Marine, in which case you get a salary.
I think I'll pass on that one.
In that case, let me draw up the temporary Marine documents.
I'll go get the hat.
What?
If you're gonna be with the Marines, you gotta have the insignia somewhere.
Ooh. I probably shouldn't. It'd be really awkward if we ran into any Kuja and I was wearing a Marine hat.
If you don't want the hat, you could wear the jacket.
That would be even worse. Tell you what, he pulls out this little handkerchief. You can just draw the Marine insignia on this, and I'll shove it in my pocket. And if anyone asks any questions, then I'll show it to them. But otherwise, no one needs to know.
Wait, idea. Zor runs up on the ship.
Did you just get like a crayon or something?
Nope. I take
We
one of the
can give
hats.
him like a pin.
I cut the insignia off the hat. I stick it on a band of leather and fold it closed and bring it to him.
I was just gonna ask, like, the Merc is good at needlework. Can that count as sewing, and I can just make an insignia on his handkerchief?
I mean, yeah, you could do all of these.
I was giving him basically a Marine badge.
There we go.
All of these are
He's
viable
folded in his
options.
pocket.
I like all
Wait.
of them.
Can't you just like I'm a bounty hunter? Can't you just contract me?
Oh, you're a bounty hunter. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we can, I suppose.
There we go.
But you won't get paid until we capture a bounty target.
I guess that's fine.
No. Does anyone ask what he could do?
His kid could be a light. I mean, we can kind of figure it out.
I mean, I can show you. If you
Sure,
really wanna
go ahead.
A little
Go ahead.
demonstration would be nice, actually.
What's the best way to display this? Ooh, you over there. You smell bad. Come over here really quickly.
It's a great introduction. Okay. I'll walk over.
All right. Flare, flare, purge! What occurs is a giant cloud of stench gets blasted off of Jimmy, and then for the first time in a long time, he smells completely normal.
How long is that gonna last?
Until he does whatever it is that makes him smell bad again.
So about 5 minutes. Got it.
Why do you smell so bad? By the way, I forgot to ask. I thought it'd be rude, but at this point, we're past that.
Skunk
Smelling
fruit.
fruits. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Someone had to take that.
For the rest of the world.
Yeah, you hate to see it happen. You're doing the world a service. I just want you to know. Everyone feels so much more comfortable eating devil fruits now that you've gotten that one.
I walk up. See, Jimmy? It's an honor! Catches whiff, falls backwards.
But basically, stench isn't the only thing I can purge. The flare fruit, which is my fruit, by the way, not to be confused with the flame fruit. Lots of people get that mixed up.
You would hear from the boat. You would hear.
Now you know.
Hold on, give me one moment.
Of a rifle.
He cracks the snack. His body would then emit smoke. I think you have an assassin on your ship. Don't worry, I'll take.
No,
care.
it's just Maggie.
Hold on.
That's just Maggie. You're fine. Or we're fine. I don't know about you.
He flips up his eye patch, and he's going to try to locate where Maggie is.
What the? Do you just wear the eye patch for aesthetic?
No, originally pirates didn't wear it for aesthetic. They wore it for the sake of so as they could see indoors or at night a lot easier. Because their eye was already accustomed to darkness.
This eye, you notice, is a different color than his other one. It's red. And in addition, you see the veins around it begin to, bulge.
We got a Sharingan.
Or Renegon.
Yep, getting on the ship.
Flare boost. Sight.
Just gonna walk up to Maggie and just kind of tap her on the shoulder and be like, no.
We're still at the lighthouse. The ship's way down at the harbor.
Yeah, so Iris would just see Maggie with the rifle pointed directly at them.
Nice scope you got there. Flashbang.
Don't.
Oh god. That just puts us all in danger.
He did it. There's a flash.
Oh, God. Ow.
I don't know. What check does everybody have to make?
I think I was the only smart one who was halfway back to the ship, so I'm like...
I'm not gonna even try to roll. I'm just gonna go flashbang. Wait, isn't that? That's my eyes.
Well, you're right next to him too, so you get the worst of it.
For something like flashbang, I would assume it's a fortitude save, yeah.
Well, I have stats for a flashbang, actually.
Oh yeah.
Because marksman actually
Get flashbangs.
Flashbangs because they also get grenades.
Flashbang, 20-foot effect, becomes blinded. There's no roll.
Oh, just boom. Okay.
Just boom,
Yeah.
blinded. Ah,
Boom, blinded.
that sucks.
Is there a time limit on it, or
1d4 plus 1 rounds.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So 2 to 5. Sounds
Okay,
like
so
Pokemon.
so everybody who was in that vicinity just goes, "Oh
I
my
mean,
god, no,
yeah.
my eyes."
I think the idea that I was going for is that if Maggie was trying to snipe him, she'd be looking through a scope, which would magnify the play.
Yeah. I
I don't know
would...
how it would work on a cyborg.
I have no idea. He doesn't know though, so.
I don't know how that would work on a cyborg.
Well, I think that would probably blind the one eye that she's using in the scope.
Yeah.
She would just swap eyes.
In that time, Iris is gonna.
To the other side.
Okay. First rule, Mr. Bounty Hunter: don't attack our crew.
Yeah, well, tell them to get their scope off of me.
Maggie doesn't trust anyone. I'm surprised she let Chum live, to be honest.
That's really unfortunate.
She was busy tinkering, wasn't she?
No one knows what Maggie was doing.
We just know we
Yeah,
did
yeah,
the
you-
the new
Maggie was
shit.
still-
Unbeknownst to everyone else, she built a time machine down below.
Oh, good. So that could just go haywire. Good.
So even though she was off training because she wasn't part of the other fights, so she didn't get a level, so she went off and did her own shit and leveled up on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
She
you know
leveled up her
what?
engineering and shit.
You know what? When we're done with this scene, I think I am actually gonna just throw to Shogun and go, Shogun, what the fuck has Maggie been doing for the last like 3 islands? So
Alright,
we'll let this scene finish off.
He
Well,
continues towards the ship and says, "Alright, Pride, Prejudice, it's go time." You see 2 snakes
of course.
slip out of his sleeve and kind of attach themselves to his hands as like little crossbows.
Wait, you have snakes that are crossbows? I'm confused. Oh, right, Koja. Koja's snakes can become weapons.
Yes.
Snake bows?
Maggie would pull out her Mushi and communicate with the captain.
He's a bounty
Man.
hunter. He's gonna join us for the time being.
All right. My hearing's good, but not that perfect.
Yeah, well, Data and Chum ran off after the Death Defiler, and I'm not sending the rest of us alone. We could use the extra pair of hands.
Okay. But he did not say he's flame fruit, right?
No, flare. Not fire. Don't worry, we're not gonna blow up the ship yet.
Well, actually,
Jo-
I do.
Joe.
I don't
do, in fact,
care if he can do fire. I care if he is specifically the flame fruit.
I see. Yeah, no. You're good.
Okay.
It's flare.
And Maggie would put away her rifle back on her back. Alright.
Back on the ship, Merc would present the bounty hunting contracts.
Yeah. Iris, the standard bounty hunting stuff. Like, you probably know. I doubt you've ever been contracted before, but you know the gist of it. This is just putting the deals in writing. It's nothing suspect. It's nothing too wild. It's just, yeah, all right, cool.
I'm just gonna lean into the cab and be like, we should really keep some of those on hand just somewhere.
Some of what on hand? Bounty hunting contracts? Or bounty hunters?
Both.
You saw how difficult it was to work with Taiho.
He tried to run me
Taiho?
over.
Wait,
Yeah.
you mean like the Yama family?
Oh, you know
Yes.
Yeah, most bounty hunters know of the Yamas, greedy little bastards.
Yeah.
he tried to run us over.
Taiho is now the warden of Nowata.
He actually went with the Marines. I thought that was just a rumor.
As far as I know, it's been a few weeks. He could have pawned the job on someone else, I suppose.
We'll probably come across. If he did leave, we'll come across him later on. Just hopefully he don't try to run us over again.
Seem to be quite stuck
Wait,
on.
I'm
being
stronger.
run with him.
I could probably lift him.
He did a good job.
This is a weird group of people. I would just like to point that out.
Welcome to
You haven't
Special
seen
Ops.
weird.
Okay, well, I guess I'll put my stuff somewhere.
Use Chum's room for now.
Cool. Opens.
Why do I feel like it's gonna be filled with a bunch of random knickknacks?
All right.
It's gonna. his bed's gonna be made out of storage, but he just did it for aesthetic because they just bend whenever he touches them.
Well,
Oh god.
I like to imagine that Chum's room was the easiest to find because, in my mind, Chum like carved his name on the door with like smiley faces and stars.
Yeah.
I believe it.
But yeah, no, his room, you like, it's not intentionally uncomfortable, but like, it does have like, you lay on his bed and you're like, how could you sleep? There's like several nails and like a knife in your bed.
Alright. He puts his hand on the floor and says, "It's gonna boost the softness of this wood really quick."
You can do that.
Yeah.
What the hell can't you do?
It depends
So,
on what I'm working with.
so has anyone figured out how this works yet, or are we keeping it a secret?
I think it works similar to the pawpaw fruit that Kuma used.
No, not really. Like Rin, do you want to give it away, or are we keeping it a secret? We gonna have like an in-battle explanation of your powers against someone?
Yeah, there we go. That's how anime works. I explain my
Yeah.
powers.
In a fight. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it for now. We won't explain it, but feel free to theorycraft how
I mean,
this fruit works.
or someone can just ask him. That's also a way.
I feel like it's energy manipulation in a way. Considering, like you said, he could fucking create light and shit.
I mean, he gave the name of it, the Flare.
Oh my god, he's flashy.
Occupied with trying to regain his vision and hearing, but James, thought it was similar to the pawpaw fruit, seeing how Kuma could literally expel pain from people, could expel damages, could expel smells, whatever he wanted. So the fact that he could just erase my smell while calling it purge is why I'm thinking that.
But
My
it's not-
guess is that he's able to boost or subtract an attribute off of something. For instance, the wood, he's able to boost the softness. The light that he had to create a flashbang, he just took a particle of light that was in the air and boosted brightness.
Basically, make things look amazing or look terrible.
He got rid of your smell via reducing that attribute.
Wait. Question. If you focus on the point that makes the smell, could you make it go away permanently?
Then
No.
my double fruit would be useless.
No, I could not make that go away.
No.
I mean, it could still be corrosive, it just wouldn't be nauseous.
I get.
To us. Is there a way you could just like make it to where our noses would go nose blind to that
No,
smell?
don't. I'd rather
Yeah,
not. I'd rather him
That
not
I
try
could
it.
do, actually. Well, temporarily, at least.
Neat. We could do that before we go into battle, then Jimmy can just release a nuke of gas and we'll be fine, and everyone else is like, why?
It would still be corrosive. I would just like to point that out. You just wouldn't smell it.
Yeah, but we wouldn't. No, but if he aims it, then the smell wouldn't affect us whenever we go to target said person.
Fair enough. But anyway, you're close. That's almost how that works.
So how is it then? Or are you just gonna explain it in battle, like playing that
Yeah,
children's
I'm gonna-
card game? What is it?
Make-
Go-Yo?
Oh
Go
my
ye.
god.
No clue.
I don't know.
But no, I don't subtract things. At least not in the way that you think I do.
Right. Well, everyone sleep, take off in the morning. Unless, of course, you're nocturnal, because you're the one who runs the lighthouse, which I'm sure is only out at night.
Unless he could do it in his sleep.
Wait, what?
Do you sleep, or are you nocturnal because of your job?
I mean, I can make myself go to sleep.
Do that, then.
I can make him go to sleep.
Don't.
Okay.
And try.
Just weakens the impact of my punch to where
if
it's like
I-
a feather, just...
If you can't go to sleep, come see me. I make some great tea.
Gotcha.
That's the end of that spectrum. If you can't go to sleep, see me. Brings out all of his arms. I'll fix that for you.
I'll make you some banging tea.
Right, no, but he starts
on
with
the
tea.
bang.
Right, he starts with tea though. And then after the tea, then he starts bringing out syringes.
Gonna lead into the Iris and be like, "Watch out for Maggie. She tried to cut me open to harvest my organs." Walks away.
Tried to. That was my idea.
And we succeeded.
Let's just say I can't get drunk no more. Walks out.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna go to sleep now, and he puts his pointing finger to his temple. He glows a little
Flared
bit.
nap.
And then he just falls over.
But I was gonna say before you fall over,
Is he
you
on a
just
bed?
The floor soft.
I was gonna say
Whatever.
before
I'm
you-
just gonna
before
leave
you-
him there.
gonna say before you do that, you just feel a noticeable like rattling of the ship, and you go, "Oh." So we're just gonna pass out on his bed, just flop.
Whatever, it works.
Alright. So, with that, everyone is going to go. They're going to get some sleep. It's a very, very uneventful evening. Let's take this opportunity to just find out. Shogun, during like the last 3 islands, what the hell has Maggie been up to?
So Maggie, I think, has been, working on. So I don't want to. I want to propose something, but I don't want to just like negate what anyone else wants to do or has been doing. But basically, Maggie was extremely frustrated by her inability to stop devil fruit users before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she did her very best and failed. And so she would have been like making deals, making trades, making connections, and trying to acquire and build tools and materials in order to be able to get around, in order to beat devil fruit users, and try to build some sort of secret weapon to beat them. And I think what would be neat would be if I don't exactly know what that is as a player, and just say that she's been working on that this whole time, and I'll let you know when I deploy it, and then at that point you let me know what it is.
Okay, yeah. I can work with
Oh,
that.
that can go wrong.
Okay, so I don't know exactly what that is, but I'll figure it out. But for now, how would you feel with that not being quite completed yet? Like, maybe you just need like one more thing for it.
Yep.
Wonderful.
That sounds quite reasonable.
Alright, cool. So we don't know what it is, but it's there.
What kind of thing does she need?
Well, I think a good power supply would probably be a good thing. Like, or maybe like a specific fuel, or like just like one final thing. I haven't.
So right now, probably the only way she knows how to power it is herself, which is not
Dangerous.
sustainable.
Well, that would be a suicide thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like she powered the railgun thing before, where she can do it, but that will drop her out of the fight, and like if she misses, then she's down.
Yeah.
Well, whether she
Can
hits or
Maggie
misses,
miss?
she's down. She
it's
can
possible.
miss.
Well, I mean, I think it's not so much as in like if Maggie misses, because Maggie doesn't miss. It's if the devil fruit user can do something to avoid it, to stop it.
Yeah.
You know, take for example.
Turn into mist or whatever.
Oh, come on, you know, Hotbod. Both of the Hotbods. You know, if fire this weapon at Hotbod Junior, and he just goes air hardening.
Yeah.
And stops the thing in its tracks, like, fuck, I wasted all my energy and it didn't even touch you.
Yeah.
Hotbod Senior just goes, I'm made of grease.
Yeah.
Gross.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So right now she needs a better power source than herself. So she technically could use it right now, but it really is not a good idea.
Alright. I like that. I will start tinkering up some fun and fresh ideas for that.
Cool.
Alright. Everybody, you get a good night's sleep. You all feel good about yourselves. I assume. I don't know. Some of you probably don't.
Maggie doesn't sleep.
Morning comes. You get woken up. What is the most hilarious manner in which you can get woken up? I want it to be like a rooster, but not a rooster.
It's just Usopp cawing.
Yeah, you know what? Usopp just stands on your boat, going cock-a-doodle-doo.
I was thinking something that'd be better is Iris has like a tiny little bell. It just boosts the sound of the bell. Just.
I could do that. That gives me
Oh,
an idea for a new
Okay, no.
Uh,
I've got it. I know exactly what it is. There is a pig on the island that thinks it's a rooster. The pig goes cock-a-doodle-doo every morning. This is Usopp's pig. It's
my
perfect
God.
and wonderful. That is what wakes you up. Just this little fat pig just goes
breakfast.
Iris wakes up and he's like, oof. The floor's always hard again in the morning.
Pokes head out window. Bacon.
Oh,
Breakfast.
it ran away.
I'm going to corrode that pig's vocal cords.
No, because then we can't eat it because then it'll be tainted with your stink.
Please
No,
don't
want any part of it.
pig.
What's your bacon?
Tell the
It
pig
ran
then
away.
to think it's not. I can't.
Alright. So, Zor,
Did
when
do
you
a little
say
point for you there, Cap?
Zor, when you say, but I want bacon, wherever you all just so happen to be, you hear a door slam open, like with the force of like 20 men, just boom! And then there's a tiny little old lady holding a giant platter of breakfast food, like holding so much food you cannot physically see the lady. You see these tiny little stick legs from underneath and goes, I made breakfast, dearies!
Iris,
Thank you!
Iris is gonna turn and look at the captain and
That's our cook.
Don't piss her off.
no, he's going to use judge opponent.
You're gonna get hockeyed back at you.
I need to crack open a PDF because I don't know what the fuck that actually does off the top of my head. Where is that PDF?
I have that because I just took that. Judge opponents. Well, it's long. The character can judge his or her opponent. Approximate attack bonuses, weapons, skill ranks from opponent's attitude, posture, even without actually seeing him or her fight. Additionally, the character can accurately estimate the opponent's remaining hit points. For both his or her advantages, the GM may decide. Well, basically, it's just you get an estimate of their power level relative to you. I don't think you need actual numbers in this case.
Okay.
But
Yeah, so... So, Iris, you attempt to judge opponent on Gam Gam, and immediately, you just know. Nope. Nope. You know, despite looking small and frail, and, you know, holding, you know, like 12 plates, like, all stacked up, all with food, she somehow got a coffee, like, you know, like a coffee press, and she's got like a teapot and she's holding all of that, but somehow one glimpse, and you can't even see most of her body, you can just see her tiny little legs. She is ready to strike at any moment from any angle with no clear and obvious weak point. Every single thing she holds, currently, she is wielding in such a manner she could kill a Sea King with it.
This is your cook?
Yeah, that's Chum's grandma.
She's really nice. Just stay out of her kitchen.
He's gonna like
With that
motion for
Um.
to like lean over.
Maggie says,
Why
by
is
the
Chum-
way, Chum is just downstairs.
What?
What?
Okay,
Chum is just downstairs.
I thought you said
He
Chum
definitely...
Yeah,
Shut up.
yeah.
left. What?
That's right. I saw him going downstairs.
Yeah.
You said he left with that other
Shut
guy.
up.
He's downstairs. Yeah.
Gam Gam, look, like, you can't see Gam Gam, but you just hear it's like, oh good, make sure somebody takes Chum his meal, he gets awful hungry.
He looks at the captain again.
I'll take it. I'll take his meal to him. He gathers up a plate and heads downstairs. He comes back with an empty plate.
I'm gonna lean towards Iris and be like, I told you, don't piss her off.
Like, lying to her probably isn't a good idea, though. Something tells me that she, like, would know.
Um,
And she can probably hear us whispering, by the way.
Then stop whispering!
Bye.
anyway, Maggie is going to start up the boat, get everything ready.
Oh yeah, we actually don't we have an engine now on our boat?
Yeah, we have an engine.
Yeah,
and all
you,
that.
you've got an engine, you've got paddle wheels.
Oh,
We got wings,
it's a nice
Oh.
boat.
sails.
Also,
We have
a recent
sails. We don't
upgrade.
have wings.
a recent
Sounds like
upgrade
wing.
that Maggie has is a air filtration system.
Oh yeah, cyborg feats.
You know what that means?
That she
Jimmy?
can hang out with Jimmy.
You can filter Jimmy's room.
Well, no, I can't filter Jimmy's room, but I am entirely unaffected by all toxins.
Ah.
And yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
and smells.
Wonderful. Jimmy, did you hear that?
I did. Which means more effective battle tactics.
Yeah, actually, yeah, like I could use Jimmy as like a smokescreen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jimmy, do you know what a spotter is?
Do not.
Oh boy, he's getting assassin training. Everybody leave the room.
You're right. Yep. Jimmy, Maggie, you guys have fun on your own conversation. We'll just be over there. We're not part of this.
Close this door slowly,
need to look out.
Captain.
We're up there. I can see pretty far.
We're just
alright,
gonna
so-
follow the log post.
Yeah, you do that. I don't actually know how to, do boats.
Fuck.
I do. I got sailing.
No, you have sailing.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Yeah,
what I don't.
Our main sailor did just leave.
Yeah, but also our main sailors were both idiots.
you are not incorrect. All right. So,
Me and Chum were both good at sailing, but we were also both idiots.
I assume you want to get all your stuff and set off. So, you have breakfast. It is perfect, by the way. That's all you need to know. Perfect breakfast. You got all your shit. You go to find your log pose, and you find that your log pose is no longer like wiggling around. It seems to be locked on to a specific location.
I'm assuming what would be straight east.
I need to zoom in.
Find out.
Shoot. Okay, yeah. The direction it seems to be locked onto from where you are seems to be pointing down in this direction.
Towards the smokestacks?
I mean, yeah. I mean, just ignore what that's not there anymore. That kept walking.
Okay.
But
So, we'll move it, I suppose.
yeah, I should do
Somewhere.
that. Can I grab that? Yeah.
Shoo! Shoo!
It's gone.
Yeah, because for definitely gonna
Alright.
be because for all that I have a plus 10 total.
Yes. So it seems to be pointing southeast. You know, not
But of
that.
course, once we get into the Grand Line, directions don't mean shit,
Yeah.
apparently. Even though, shouldn't we still be able to follow the sun?
Kind of, technically, you could. But
What about
the
following the stars?
I mean, you can follow the sun and stars. The problem is the weather patterns on the Grand Line are so inconsistent. They change all the time. It would mean half the time you wouldn't even have sunlight to follow. You'd just be like stuck in perpetual storm.
I see.
So you could, you just wouldn't get very far.
Alright. Roll your sailing. Zor, you're the sailor now. Because no one else has sailing as a skill we can even have.
Zor,
On it.
yeah, let's roll that sailing.
Right. It doesn't
Yeah.
involve int or anything, does it?
No, I don't think so. You just click sail.
I don't have the stuff
You
set
don't
up in here.
You still don't have it?
I don't think I set that one up in particular.
Oh my god. Alright, let me see. Search sailing.
Now,
I don't remember if I put that in or not.
It's a whiz.
Okay, so 20 minus 1.
do you have any
Or
ranks in it?
or 20 plus 9 because I have minus 1 whiz.
Ah, okay, cool.
20 plus 9, 18. Cool. That's a successful DC for sailing in a moderate storm or heavy seas.
Yeah, that's actually pretty damn good. All right. So now, all right, Zor. Well, actually, who wants to roll for this? Actually, who wants to roll to see what random weather patterns you come across and what challenges occur whilst you are sailing?
Jimmy, you haven't rolled yet.
I haven't. But you really think a man who spends most of his time underground is gonna know the sky?
We just
No,
roll
this
for
is just a
weather.
luck roll. Just do it, do it. Yeah,
Do
Jimmy.
it.
I'm just rolling a d20.
Mom,
Yeah.
seriously? Why are you eating the fuzz out of your bed?
Because it's tasty fuzz. Do not question the dog.
15.
Okay.
And I will also be doing a spot check, just like watching the horizons.
Okay. So, with the... Yeah, so, if you want to roll that for me whenever you feel like it, Shogun, I'll...
And I will be using my scope, which has a range of 1,000 feet.
Very useful.
Oh my.
That is a 23 on that. Wow. That's a big boy number. Alright. So, with a 15, that's actually not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. As you set off from the Twin Capes and get into the Grand Line, like actually sailing into the Grand Line properly, it starts out and it feels like a fairly normal day. Like, nothing different, nothing special. It's not stormy, it's not windy, it's not snowing, it's nothing ludicrous. But literally, about half an hour in, by the time you get like 1 mile or so into the Grand Line, there is a clear and defined difference in the weather. And with a 15, according to my notes, that is... I just wrote desert.
What?
Okay. So, I believe what I meant to put was, there is no wind. It is dead, and the sun is scorching down. So much so that steam is coming off of the ocean.
Iris is gonna be lying out with the snakes just on the deck. This is
Good
great.
thing we have a freaking motor.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is absolutely true.
that's real convenient, because if you hadn't have gotten the motor, you'd be fucked.
Our motor only.
We'd have to
lasts
row
an hour.
a big ship.
We only have an hour's worth of fuel.
Oh,
For the paddle wheels, paddle wheels say they take stuff. Does the engine actually?
The engine controls the paddle wheels. The engine doesn't just make the boat go forward. It uses the paddle
Right.
wheels to make the boat go
Right.
Yeah.
Can we have them go slow, so as we aren't going very fast, but yet we will get longer usage?
Can we just make more fuel out of Jimmy's methane stink?
Nope.
That is an option. Can
If we want to go fucking flying, yeah.
Well, we have to have like a
Let's,
special engine to use that.
Well, let's see.
Engineers, get to work on it.
Well, let's do that. Let's take a look at. So, Jimmy, what? I am not actually favored on engineering, but I do have stats in it. Are you favored in engineering?
I am not.
You are the
I'm
scientist.
favored in inventing, though. Can I invent a stink gas to fuel conversion machine?
Let's have a look at what the invention DCs are. Invent. Okay, so let's crack
This
open.
would be with taking as much time as needed, and I would definitely have the assistance of
Scientist.
Jimmy, who knows what he's doing.
I have invented well, and it's favored.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Jimmy has favored invent as well, so like he would be able to aid as well.
So
I mean, does anyone have engineering 20?
Engineering 20?
That's how much it needs for custom fuel.
I mean,
Oh.
that. Wait, did you say engineering? 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know engineering is technically what you need, but I would allow an invention if you are trying to specifically convert the methane into a more usable fuel. Like that's converting. You're not engineering a fuel. You're inventing. Like I can see the justification here. So let's see which of these seems appropriate. So I'm just going to read out all the different things this gives on the list, and someone can tell me if one sounds appropriate. So embedding tiny dials, making standard ammo, minor acid, simple software, electronics, grenades, cyborg repairs, basic weaponry or armor, scuba gear, potent acids, specialized ammo, powered suits, sea stone items, embedding medium dials, complex software, advanced weaponry or armor, armor or weapon mechanical enhancements, strong acids, teleportation pads, devil fruit weapons, embedding giant dials.
Okay. So that doesn't seem to apply. Here's a different thing we can do.
All right.
We have me.
Are you
Here's
gonna offer yourself as a fuel source?
Yes.
Okay.
What does
what
Maggie
we-
run on?
I run on cigars.
Oh, easy. Well then, Iris can be your fuel source.
Fuel source for the fuel source for the paddles.
Because it's like the smoke from the cigars, right?
I think so. I guess I burn cigars. That's how I.
Yeah. Fire, smoke, whatever. Iris is basically a cigar.
You're gonna just smoke Iris, pick up Iris, and smoke him.
Yeah. So basically, we will turn the engine room into a sauna,
Mm-hmm.
and I will plug
hot
myself
box.
into the engine room.
There we go.
Which is
Iris
probably
will
not
be first.
super comfortable. How do you do that?
I just need to take fire damage, and since we're in a desert area, Shouldn't be too hard.
Okay.
Or, I mean, you could talk to Zor and his arsenal of elemental weapons.
I was just
Doesn't
waiting
he
for
have a
Maggie.
fire sword.
I was just waiting for Maggie to just like set him on fire. Just like, okay.
She's like, oh, cool. Draw a flare gun.
Like, you know, you're getting all set up. You know, you're creating this sauna, and you're like hooking. Maggie's getting like jumper cables, connecting herself to the engine, and going. So, how do you do it? I just need to take fire damage, and next thing you know, just like a Molotov cocktail is being thrown at you.
And just pokes out, flare gun, goes back to tinkering.
And it's like a little me.
Yeah, so, I will... How long do I have to do this for?
Until we get out of the desert area.
Okay, so someone roll me 1d4, please. Whoever would like to do that.
I will. Oh.
1.
God.
Don't
Alright.
take mine.
The thing is, that's the best possible thing. That is the amount of hours that the desert climate lasts for. So,
Oh, okay, cool.
1 hour.
Cool.
So, for that,
I do
Maggie, let me...
Only time a nat 1 is good.
Yeah.
Right?
I just want to check something. Where is...
While this is happening, Iris would be talking to Maggie.
Mm-hmm. What is the conversation?
So you're like a sniper, right?
Yes.
Hmm. Would you be interested in some, how shall we say, specialized weapons? Ammo?
Yes.
Cool. Give me some of your ammo, and I will give it back.
Is it staple?
Yeah. It's my ability. As long as, you know, I don't tell it to go off. It'll only go off when the condition that I think of is met.
I'll hand you a dozen sniper rounds
What do you think?
and also a no, here a couple shotgun shells.
So, what do you want? Flash, smoke? Want them to make whoever it hits go blind? You can do that.
Blind, yeah. No, blind on the shotgun. And what were the other options?
Well, there's all sorts. Let's see. Can make people's devil fruits unstable. I
That.
can't-
On the sniper.
You sure?
Yeah,
Depending on who you use
Doesn't
it
Maggie
on.
hate devil fruit users?
that.
Be careful with these. Depending on who you use it on, it could be a detriment. Before I give you these, let me explain to you how my fruit works. I can boost the quality of anything I come into contact with. In other words, the thing that I call purge is actually just boosting it to the point that the source runs out. Since devil fruit users are their own source, not exactly possible. So instead, fills them with so much of that energy that they kind of lose control. Depending on what fruit you use that on, could destroy everything in the vicinity. So don't use
Don't on the nuke fruit.
And be very careful when using this on Zoans.
Yes.
See, now I'm just here going like, could I justifiably make a nuke fruit? How would I make that and it not be broken?
I'm just scared of the moment where we all have to run away and we're doomed. And then Maggie looks down at her bullet, looks up at me and goes, maybe. And I put it to a giant skunk.
But just so that you remember, this will not turn their fruit off.
I understand.
It could help them, so be careful. So he's gonna imbue them.
I'm now thinking of the moment when you boost Chum's abilities.
Oh no.
Oh, trust me, I've already thought of that.
Okay. Is there anything else?
The first thing that happens is Chum just drops through the floor like a bouncy castle.
Is there anything else you would like to cover in this scene?
I don't think so.
All right. Before I tell Maggie what the consequence is of her doing this for herself, everyone else on the ship, what do you have any scenes or anything you want to do, like any downtime roleplay stuff? Because you're just all kind of like kicking around, going, "Wow, it sure is really hot." You could, in fact, you know what? Gam Gam is literally frying an egg on the ship. Like, you know, she just gets a frying pan out, cracks an egg open, and is frying it purely from the heat of the sun.
Nope. I don't have anything.
It's all right.
Nope.
So, with that, an hour passes, and the weather returns to a more standard, usual, normal type thing. Maggie, because you did all of this, you will be afflicted by the status low on fuel. You can quite easily correct that, I think, but it just means you need to use some fuel for yourself.
Alright, I'll take one of my cigars.
Yeah.
And just because I can do like an emergency consumption of one, and I'll just like. Have you ever seen the movie Hercules?
Yeah, right. Goes.
Yep, just instantly just.
Okay, so basically, the way low on fuel works is basically the cyborg equivalent of, you know, being fatigued, and so what does it say? This low on fuel at or below half a bottle of fuel remaining can neither run nor charge. Take a -2 penalty on strength and dex. They can still use cyborg implants, which use less than use half or less of fuel. If they no longer have any fuel, becomes running on fumes. After refueling, a cyborg can no longer be under this effect. So yeah, you literally just refuel.
Yep.
It's not a big deal. It just means one of your resources is knocked down for the day. Really. Yep. All right. So you are, you know, about 2 hours into this journey. It's going all right. Pretty decent. Who would like to roll for the next weather pattern?
I'll do it because I haven't rolled well myself.
All right. D20.
14.
14. Okay. So, this is actually pretty cool. Right next to where I have desert, I just wrote Arctic. So,
Oh my god.
No.
because you rolled 15 and 14. So, in stark contrast, you know, it was burning hot, desert, steam coming off of the ocean. That simmers down. You travel for about another hour or so in fairly standard conditions, nothing special. And then it gets a little chilly. And you see like a single snowflake fall from the sky. And then, literally, in a matter of moments, a snowstorm has flurried around you. And you see the sea isn't frozen, but it is definitely forming giant chunks of ice in it. The entire ship now has a coating of snow, probably only a couple of inches thick, but it's building.
Who would live in this
Mark goes down to
hellhole?
the engine room where Maggie is and enjoys the warmth.
Oh god, you already made a sauna as well. That's genius.
Iris is on the deck, just hanging out.
Who would live in this hellhole?
Ah,
Someone with
Man.
the ice fruit, or possibly Taiho, you know, the mammoth.
No, I mean a place where the sky
Weather
is bipolar.
Changes by the hour. Oh,
bad when you get used to it.
Sis.
no idea. See, I used to live here, but I lived under sea, so the weather didn't change this drastically, so I have no idea who the hell would live on the surface.
Like you can't Like if the sky did this on land, it would kill anything you were growing.
See, this is a wonderfully ironic thing. The islands are fine. It's just the ocean that does this. Every island has its own, like, climate sphere. It's just the ocean which doesn't, because it is bombarded by all the different climates of each island, making all of the islands, making all the ocean a big fucking mess.
Well, Maggie doesn't know anything about that.
Oh, no, you probably don't know that yet, but I just find it amusing. Like, this is me explaining how the world works, but from Maggie's perspective, this place is just hell.
It's just like it's better than the New World.
I wouldn't know
All right.
that.
How close are we?
Well, you would have no concept because the log post doesn't give distance. All it does is point in a direction. So you only know you're there when you get there.
Or we see it at least.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do, and I go over to my room, I grab a handful of explosive packages, and I go to the front of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to, if any chunks of ice get close to the ship, I'm going to throw those at them and shoot them to make sure we don't run into any ice.
Okay. Can somebody roll me a D8?
I will.
Alright, 4. So, unlike the desert climate, which was very aggressive, it's an inconvenience, and it's not pleasant. It's definitely cold, and there's the snow, and it has some inherent hazards. The biggest inherent hazard that you can see is because of the constant snowfall. It's not a storm, it's just a constant snowfall. It basically makes it basically impossible to see more than a certain distance in front of you.
It's not
So-
a problem.
Yeah, so the big difficulty to overcome here is navigating.
Lighthouse!
I gotcha. He's gonna hop up into the crow's nest and can we just say that he brought the lighthouse thing with him? Like that was his?
Yeah.
His little reflector thing. He just sets it behind him and close up.
There you go. That helps.
Okay, so with that, that's basically going to counteract the penalties. You know what? While you're up there, do you want to make a spot check for me?
Up his eye patch.
27. I love
Good
this
lord.
game and its ridiculous numbers. Okay, so for 27, like the moment you turn on the lighthouse thing behind you, just this beam of light just goes, and cuts through the snow and the fog and all of that. And it's a decent way off. You're not like right there, but you can see in the middle distance, you know, in approximately 4 to 5 hours sailing from where you are, assuming you keep at a constant speed and nothing comes up, you can see what appears to be a giant, jagged mountain.
I think I see an island.
You can't really see much more of it. It's just, it looms out above the ship, and it seems to like be curled. You know, imagine like the spiral hill in Nightmare Before Christmas, except with the little spiral. So it just like hooks over from where it is attached, and that's all you can make out of it. You can't see what's around it. You can't see anything near it. You just see this giant hooked mountain coming over the side of the ocean, seemingly forming out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's either a really big glacier or that's an island. I actually don't know how far that is, but like if we keep heading in this direction, we'll get there, obviously. Oh, also, I'm gonna need like a torch or something because I can't keep this light up forever. And the more I use it up, the colder I get because it's cold. So if someone could.
Mark can't hear you because he's in the sauna. He doesn't like the cold.
Yeah.
Did everyone just go inside? And
No,
so
Maggie's out on the front of the ship, watching for icebergs. Are there any icebergs that are a threat to the ship?
I wouldn't say the no icebergs per se form. It's more like it just creates like a slush and a slurry. However,
Okay, cool.
that in of itself, that could clog up the paddle wheels. So keeping an eye on that and stopping that. Whilst yes, the paddle wheels aren't moving, you wouldn't want them to get clogged up with this awful slush and nonsense. It's probably not good for it.
Yeah, then Maggie's going to go up and just with, I guess, a torch or a lantern and just like set it there open.
Stick his
For-
hand in there. That's better.
Weirdo.
Says the robot.
And then, yeah, I guess Maggie's gonna just hop in the water and like be by the paddle, and just like clean it up. Since she has the propeller, she can like keep up and kind of clean them off, and then climb back in the boat.
Yeah, cool. All right.
'Cause she has a propeller of her own.
Oh, the
So
propeller!
she can-
It's an ocean propeller.
Yes, that's what she has. She has, yeah, it increases her water travel speed.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's really cool. I like that. I kind of want to know where it comes out of. Like, is it just like in your feet or in your hands?
It says her back, which, like,
So it's like you've got like a fan on your back, but it just kind of opens and goes.
yeah, which like aquadynamically does not make sense.
No. Well,
Because you'd be pulling your body into the current.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I mean, if you had it at an angle to where like you're laying flat in the water, but it's pushing backwards, where then you'd pull water in and push water out.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Or maybe it comes out on my back and then like sits on my back like a backpack.
Probably.
Like a jetpack sort
Yeah.
of thing.
I mean, just
Anyway,
you just apply anime logic. It just works because it does. Okay. Well, this weather pattern will last for about 4 hours.
oh boy.
What's going on down in the sauna? We just, is it like one of those quiet man saunas where it's like no one really says anything and you just occasionally there's just like a and someone goes no one dares say anything. We don't acknowledge that we're all just sat around naked.
Meanwhile, I'm still having to, steer the damn ship.
Mark's
I'm
just in
thinking-
there being quiet because he just doesn't like the cold.
I'm sitting up top. I set up 2 metal buckets, set them down. I just took my sword, ignited it, and laid it on top of the bucket. So I'm just kind of have the slow heat going next to me.
All right. And where's Jimmy?
I don't think they want him in the sauna.
Jimmy is AFK at the moment.
I don't think
is-
we'd want him in the sauna.
Okay. So
It would definitely make it humid.
oh,
He
God.
would definitely knock everyone unconscious.
I could purge his stink, and then as long as he doesn't turn into a skunk again.
All right. So
Anyway, he hasn't turned into a skunk since the last time he purged it, so...
Oh, then he's probably fine.
So James is actually AFK. All right, that's cool. I was just inquiring because I think that is a good time to take a quick break. Now
right.
probably what everyone's doing. So we'll take a quick break, and we will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's do the thing.
See you later, people.
All right. Break time. Cuckoo Cachoo. I am the walrus. And we am returned. All right, where we left off. There's a big thing on the screen. Let's get rid of that. Doing a lot of reading in between stuff. Where we left off, you're sailing through not a snowstorm, but just like a perpetual snow cloud flurry, making things difficult. Got big light beam going swoom, swoom, swoom. Saw a big spooky crooked mountain just sticking out the ocean. and looming over you. It was approximately like 4 to 5 hours sailing away. You keep on sailing. You negated the difficulty of this terrain, which is pretty useful. And unless there is anything anybody would like to do before you get a little bit closer, are we just going to jump forward a few hours and be like, all right, you're close?
Might as well.
Yeah, cool.
I just shrugged, then realized I do not have a camera, so
You nodded and
I shrugged.
All right. So with that, as approximately 4 or so hours passes, you notice that the storm, the snow, seems to eventually pass away as you sail through it. And as you get through it, and you're really quite close, maybe within like 1 hour's journey or so from where this island is, or where this mountain is, I should specify. You become very, very much aware that there is not just the one mountain. There's another, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. It is literally just giant, towering mountains, all that kind of hook over into cliffs, looming over you. You see no sign of port. It looks just like a mountain, like an island of mountains. Would anybody like to try and look at anything, figure anything out, or you're just gonna sail up to it, maybe sail around it? I mean, you do notice that this is where the log pose is pointing.
That means we're gonna have to stay here for a while.
This definitely seems like our stop.
I'm gonna get on my den and be like, "Hey, why don't y'all come up here and tell me if y'all can see a damn door
Door?
or opening
Door
I can
on
park
the
the ship?"
island.
You mean a harbor?
That.
You're the ones controlling the ship. Look around.
I mean, I can go up there if you want.
Someone who can see through all this
You're
would be
being
nice.
silly, Zor. Now park this ship somewhere nice.
I was gonna try something. I don't know if this works because we never discussed it, but I just thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna dip his feet at the water and he's gonna purge the heat potential. Temporarily freeze the water that he's standing on.
I mean, yes, that would technically work.
Oh god, it's Chum 2.0.
I mean,
Wouldn't that get it? Wouldn't that get it? If you purge the heat potential, wouldn't that get it to absolute zero?
I mean, I suppose it would be like. I imagine this is not like an instant thing because once again,
Yeah, no.
even in like real life, unless you have something actively colder, to take the heat away from it, like it still would take time. So like I'm assuming that you only freeze it to a point of like being ice. You don't just go no heat for you, all gone.
Yeah, no, it's just ice. Yeah. So then he's just gonna be on his little thing of ice and just kind of float over there.
Okay, you just float on over to the mountain.
Yep.
All right. As you get closer, you do start to notice that like this mountain is big. Like looms over, and there's just countless of them. Like, and these are really quite high up. Couple thousand feet is where like the peaks appear to be, like minimum. And it's all right. You can get to a mountain. You're just sailing right up to the shore. I mean, there isn't a shore, but it's just mountain.
Fine.
Yeah, you're at the foot of a mountain.
Cool. Guess I'm gonna start climbing.
Okay. To climb a mountain can take a good couple of hours. Is that the
I
plan?
mean- Sure, why not? I mean, it's not going to be super difficult. I could just make the side of the mountain soft, so I just stick my hands in there.
I mean, you technically can do that, yes. Okay.
You're breaking Bardic. He's like, no, but yes.
You can technically purge the momentum of an avalanche and force it backwards and just slide up the mountain.
That is not how my powers work.
Okay, so now I need to figure something out. How fast can you climb?
Let's find out.
Let me just look at something. So, climbing is a skill. Good. Okay, so with a successful climb check, you can advance up or down, or across a slope, or wall, or some steep incline, or even a ceiling with handholds at 1/4 your normal speed.
I mean, that's not a problem. That's basically my normal speed. It's like, what, 20 feet around?
So what is your regular speed?
70.
70. So 1/4 of that, 35, half of that would be 17.5 feet. So you can move 17.5 feet every 6 seconds.
Cool.
Um,
I'm gonna flare up my strength to make sure I can climb this.
Excuse me, sorry.
Okay, so I'm
Oh,
shooting
yeah.
24. Now, I mean, with a 24, you can climb an uneven surface with some narrow handholds and footholds, such as a typical wall in a dungeon or ruins. You're one short of being able to climb up a brick wall, or an overhand or ceiling with handholds but no footholds, because that's what a 25 is. Alright, so you're pretty good at climbing this. Now, you were literally started at sea level, correct?
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm. Now, how big do waves get that would, say, crash into the side of mountains and cliffs?
Not big enough to hit me, of course.
Are you sure about that? Because you started at sea level, and you can only climb 17.5 feet every round.
Very well.
He could have been smart and started climbing at the peak of a wave.
Then I have no choice. I mean, I guess I could have done that, but instead, it's fine.
I mean, I'm not saying a wave's gonna come and slap you. It's just more like, I mean, that is a thing. I'm not gonna like murder you. That would be a bit harsh.
Hold on, I'm trying to think of something because I have an idea. Just needs to fully come to fruition.
Don't you worry. Maggie will protect you.
Are you gonna shoot the wave?
Snipe
I'll
fully.
shoot the wave.
I didn't give you any freezing ammo, unfortunately.
I don't need freezing ammo. I have bombs.
Oh.
How is that gonna stop the wave? It's just gonna make the wave go everywhere.
Wait! I have an idea. Okay, check this.
Oh no.
Okay, yes, it's perfect. So, Iris is gonna concentrate all of his flame towards his feet. He's gonna motion for Maggie to shoot him.
Oh no.
What?
Okay.
Alright, we're launching him.
Use the bullet I gave you.
Yep. All right. I'll shoot you with the
I
special
feel like I
bullet.
came back in a wrong moment.
I'll shoot you with the special bullet. I'm gonna lock on
How about no?
and shoot. With intent to do as little damage as possible. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, you really intended to not do any damage by missing.
I mean,
Wait,
unfortunately,
you rolled 1 and you still got a 30?
Yeah,
Lock
that's what
on.
lock on does.
snipers.
Shit.
Okay, so thankfully we have ATB who's in the chat doing the research here. So apparently, the highest wave ever recorded in the Pacific Ocean was 46 feet high. Now this is One
the
Piece.
grand line where stuff doesn't make sense.
Well, this
So
is One
it could
Piece.
be way bigger than that.
So I'm going to
Yeah.
say that that's actually kind of. I'm not going to say that that's the
Average?
standard.
Yeah, that could
but,
be average.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that, yeah, like, that's fairly regular. So in reality, you need to survive 3 to 4 rounds of climbing before being totally safe.
Well, you missed. Could you? I guess. Wait, what does Flare Purge do to a mountain?
What are you purging it of?
It was supposed to be devil.
Purge it of mountain.
It becomes a plateau.
We're just all sitting there like, what? We just sit there. What's that noise? Go. Where'd the mountain go?
It doesn't even like make a noise.
No,
It makes like an
I will
anime.
fix this. I will fix this problem. Bardic, can I please have an extra character sheet?
What?
What are you doing?
The mountain. Do it.
The mountain got a Zoan ability.
I
No,
kind of I
Can
kind of
have
want
an
to do
extra
this.
character sheet for my minion.
Okay.
You have a minion?
I have a minion.
When was this?
Scientist.
Oh, right.
I still need to get a minion.
Right, you both have your fucking minions because you're scientists. I forgot about that.
I forgot. I don't have a minion yet.
I mean,
Do
you
you
might
think
not
a
have
minion
chosen
would
it.
survive with you?
I need to make a minion.
Do you
So-
think they'll survive with you?
That's why I have to make them.
Okay, so
Actually, wait, they can't survive with you.
I've just made Maggie Jr.
Cool.
I was gonna say, they can survive with you. They're a cyborg.
So, yeah. So a like robot. Actually, first I need to roll a d20
Okay.
real fast. Okay, just double checking. Because if I rolled a 20 on them, they would have a devil fruit.
Okay.
So they
Nice.
run out, do a front flip out, and jump into the water.
Okay, so can you please describe what this minion looks like? And we should also take this moment to explain how these work.
It's a robot. It's a robot I built.
Does it have any like defining features, or is it like just like a mannequin robot, or does it look like a miniature Gundam, or?
Yeah, it looks like a I would say it looks like a punching bag, like mannequin, like it looks
Crash
like
test dummy?
yeah, like a crash test dummy.
Oh god, that's
Oh my God.
horrific. That says so much about Maggie's fucking psyche. This is what I see the perfect friend to be.
And so it like runs and does a front flip off the boat.
Okay, instead of it doing a front flip, can it like... I mean, I like the front flip, but can it just like... It doesn't jump, it just like crashes off the side of a boat and just so happens to flip as it's doing so. It's just a
Oh
crash.
yeah, no, it does. It just like runs and doesn't jump. It's just the bottom half of its body just clips with the railing and then flips off the boat, smacks its head on a rock.
That's so bad.
Oh,
Poor minion. He just came into existence and now he's already regretting it.
well this is... I assume this is one of the things Maggie's been working on secretly.
Yeah, and he's like, "Phew," and then just starts rushing up and just starts punching into the mountain to just start climbing up, and yeah, because he is a brawler, and so he's gonna just catch up to Iris.
How this very greatly disturbing.
Okay. So, whilst this is happening, Iris, what do you think? Like, what are you purging the mountain of? Out of curiosity, just because I really, really want to know.
I don't know. I just all I know is that I put Flare Purge into the bullet. Okay, and it was supposed to make someone's devil fruit go haywire. It was supposed to hit me.
But I missed.
So,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I missed. Oh, I missed and I hit the mountain. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
that's
So
what you're saying.
so since it was, just purge, which I suppose it's like the energy source, because that's what it is designed to do. So if you like purged,
It's not a volcano.
yeah, it's not a volcano. You're safe there. What? Okay, so the energy source of a mountain. Well, a mountain is just a collection of minerals. So that would just be the regular vibrational energy that exists as part of matter.
How much money does Maggie have?
So I cause an earthquake is what I'm hearing.
Let me
Probably a
roll
lot.
something.
We really haven't spent much since we got paid for that first bounty job, and then the prison bounty.
yikes.
Then I need to roll a couple more d20s.
Yikes.
Uh,
Okay. I want to do something, but I'm going to let other people do stuff first.
Yes!
Got a 5? Or no, 75.
No. So, over the course of several days, Maggie has been making her minion and then killing her minion.
Oh my god. Okay, so
So on the 4th day, you made another minion that spawned with a fucking devil fruit.
Yeah! My
Okay,
minion
so-
has the
God.
fruit!
Okay, do you want to roll for that devil fruit, or do you have a specific thing in mind that you would like it to be able to do? Or are we just gonna do you want to roll and be like,
I
you
think
just
we
found
have
one?
to roll it. We have to roll it.
I just wanted to be something about crash test dummy. It just, like...
It has to be random. It's the rules.
Okay,
Well, no, that's true.
so
Let's
I
just
have
see what.
I have a slight problem. My devil
Uh-huh.
fruit list. Let me just show this on camera. A dog got at it,
Oh.
so there is a chunk of them missing, and this is my only copy.
Just don't roll it. I guess.
Okay, the thing is, the worst part is, the only thing that's missing is Logias. I have all the zones, I have the Paramecias. But, everything from...
Your dog just read it and he was like, Logias are broken. You don't need
Yeah,
this.
so there's now approximately 1,
Alright,
2,
what's-
3, 4,
what's the
5,
die?
6, 7 less Logias. Oh god, the actual die? Fuck. Rin, I sent this to you recently in DM. Can you dig that up for me? Because I twat around on Discord. Because I sent you the things to roll.
I mean, that was like a long time ago.
I mean, I don't think we've messaged much more since then. I don't think.
You would be surprised.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, roll.
This 6 or lower is Logia, 7 to 33 is Zoan, anything else is Pyramidea.
Okay,
On a
so
what die?
percentile. So D100.
Oh, okay.
52.
Paramecia.
Okay, and then how many Paramecia are there? Like,
218.
yeah. So roll a D.
Roll a D218,
My God.
which you can do in roll 20.
It's like
I love roll 20.
Oh no! The mine fruit.
Oh, wait, no. So it's /R,
Yeah.
/R space 1D218.
Yeah.
1D, 218.
113.
103rd.
Okay, let me just count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7,
boy.
8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
You wanna-
17, 18, 19,
you wanna
20, 1,
put this
2,
on a
3, 4,
spreadsheet?
5.
Eh.
Alright. There's 25 there. So 25, 50, 75, 100. Onto here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay.
What do we got?
Iron.
Yes! Yeah!
So what does the iron fruit do?
Oh, that's perfect!
Alright, so the thing is, let me just give a few, the two above and two below this as just examples. So two above this are impale and ink, and two below this are jelly and joke.
Oh my god.
Iron, that's perfect! However, that does slightly modify what has happened, though.
Okay.
Because he would not have been able to jump in the water to get to Iris.
No. So what happened? Let's
Right.
let's
Yeah,
just do a little
right.
bit of retconning.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
Right, he's a robot. That doesn't change anything, right?
I mean, he can't swim.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's have... Do we have a cannon or anything we can launch him with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my god,
Put him in
he can make his body iron. He can just turn himself into a giant fucking cannonball.
Yeah, put him in the cannon.
Oh my god, he's a robot as well. He could just like crunch himself up into the shape of a cannonball.
Yep, put him in the cannon. And when I say put him in the cannon, I mean I put him in the cannon while everyone else is distracted.
I guess.
No one knows this robot exists because Maggie's just hiding him.
Yes. Yeah, everyone else is like, oh my gosh, this terrible thing is happening. I'm like, fire!
Okay.
Hold on. Did we just fire a cannon? Where'd you get that cannonball? Does it have legs?
And it just like lands like 10 feet above Iris.
Okay. So, in my mind, just because I think it'd be hilarious, this robot, you know, it's just a ball fires out. Everyone's like, Maggie, did Maggie just fire a cannon? And then the ball, partway through the air, its arms and legs explode out into like a star, and it just slams into the side of a mountain. It's like, grrr. Everyone's just like, the fuck just happened? Okay. What is this boy doing? What is this robot doing?
Grabs Iris with like a, I'm a robot here to save you, so I'm going to protect you, but I also don't care about your comfort. So it just like rescues Iris by the throat. Just like grabs Iris by the neck and then puts Iris on its back.
With that thing? Congratulations, you're being rescued. Please do not resist.
You are being rescued. Do not resist.
Oh my god, please.
I would like to point out this is a very traumatizing experience. I don't know what the fuck.
Yes,
Okay.
you are being rescued. Resistance is futile.
Wait, so how does this robot minion talk, out of curiosity? Does it have like a voice box? Is it using like Microsoft Talk?
Do not resist.
Or does
No,
it...
it's more of like a Terminator Borg thing.
RoboCop.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
or the other option, does it not talk at all, and it's just got like an LED screen that flashes up with like the word, it just like the words come across like you are being rescued. Because I like that.
It's more analog than that, though. No, there's no lights on it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it just like grabs Iris, puts him on his back. You are being rescued. Do not resist. And then, just starts, I guess, climbing the mountain.
Okay. People on the ship. What are all of you doing before I do the thing I wanted to do?
I have no idea. I've lost track of what the hell was going on. Last I knew, Maggie was trying to shoot Iris, and then all of a sudden, the minion's being shot out of a cannon. I'm lost.
I'm looking at the robot climbing. I'm like, I could have built a robot. I could have built a robot. Go build a robot.
Go build a robot.
I mean, the thing is, it doesn't have to be a robot. It can be any kind of minion. So the example it gives is like a zombie.
Robot, cyborg, or zombie. Yeah.
We don't have spare bodies, really, so I don't think zombie and cyborg are available at the moment.
I mean, we could make, Hot Jock as corpse just appear.
God, no.
Yeah.
Or unless Jimmy wants to, that's his minion.
But how would be good? I could then deflate into the sea.
Okay. Alright.
Might be too far gone.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Zor, Jimmy, is there anything you would like to do before I give the consequence of all of everything that's going on right now.
I'm just staring jealously at the minion, thinking about what my minion should be. That's all Jimmy's doing.
I'm just sitting here like, what the hell is Maggie thinking?
I'm controlling the ship, so I'm just kind of here.
Okay. Well, Zor, it's a good thing you're at the helm, because the consequences of all of these things. So the Nat 1 from forever ago, the
yeah.
the purge bullet, designed to purge the energy source out of its target, hit the mountain. The mountain does not have an energy source aside from the general vibration of matter existing. It's essentially like a small earthquake caused throughout the mountain. Now that was bad. Not terrible, but bad. The cannonball slamming into the side of the mountain really didn't help. As I specified, this mountain is like hooked over, so its peak is actually not its highest point because of how it curls under itself off the side of the cliff.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second.
So I'm gonna do a real bad doodle here. So basically, the mountain kind of looks like this, and then curls off over the side like that. So that is kind of the shape of this mountain.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. And because of that, it's not particularly stable. And you made it vibrate, and then you shot a cannon into it.
Are you gonna make us be stuck in a fucking lagoon?
Nope. I can't separate just part of the shape, can I?
No.
No. Basically, the peak of this mountain crumbles and falls off.
How big are we talking?
Too big.
Pretty big. This peak is probably bigger than the ship.
Is the ship in danger?
The ship itself, how close to the mountain had you gotten?
Last I knew we were an hour away, and then Rin floated off towards it.
I mean,
within that time, if we were
I
moving
think we've
slow,
gotten a
we
bit
probably
closer
would've
than
got-
that.
I mean, you have to be
About
close enough
30
to fire
minutes
it to fire the cannon at it. So
We did.
Yeah, I
about
think we're a
30
bit
minutes off
closer
from the
than that,
island.
but so I think the boat is safe. I think the ship is safe, but
Depends on how big the mountain is.
the minion and Iris are probably not.
well,
I was yell. This is what I meant when I said to be careful with those.
so just to, we think that you think that the ship is safe, right? And what makes you believe that? That you're thinking that, oh no, the ship, it can't possibly be like crushed by the peak because it's safe.
That it won't be hit directly.
Yeah. See,
Waves are a different thing, but at least it won't be hit directly.
well, that's the thing, because the thing you really should be worried about, if I can just grab this terrible mountain doodle. Alright, yeah, let's just do that. So, if the ship is in safer from a mountain, well, that means when this peak collapses into the ocean, and by the way, the peak is bigger than the ship, you're dropping maybe a couple of tons worth of earth into the ocean. I think that's going to make a big wave. That would probably push the ship
Oh no!
into the mountain.
All right,
How are you stopping this? Because
I got.
if you don't stop this, I think your boat gets destroyed, and you're all thrown into the ocean.
I got.
Oh, no. We just got this ship.
Mag, extremely important that you shoot and you hit me this time. Otherwise, we're all gonna die. No pressure.
So, I'm gonna say you have one round whilst this thing is falling, and then you have one round riding the wave. So you've got 2 rounds to not get smashed into the side of this mountain and everybody just... I mean, you won't die, but... Well, your Devil Fruit users probably will.
I mean, I can
Alright.
rescue them so long as they hold their breath.
Alright, well, Maggie's gonna take a shot at Iris.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I believe a 41 hits. Iris, you have been hit. How does your purge work?
Okay, so because Purge is hitting something that like it obviously can't get rid of all of my Devil Fruit powers because it's like an infinite well.
Mm-hmm.
So what it does is that it makes it spike up, super, real strong. So it's gonna force him to use all of his heat potentials. He's gonna be like real fucking cold after this. But I should be able to use my own purge to the kinetic energy that's like making it, that would like normally, you know, make the earthquake happen.
Mm-hmm.
I can like sort of send a counter vibration in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the thing's already falling, isn't it? It's crumbling off.
Well, it's starting to crumble, but it hasn't crumbled off yet, I don't think.
Well, what I was saying is it is crumbling and you've got a round as it is falling into the ocean. So, theoretically, what you could do, theoretically, and this is entirely theoretically, is if you're wanting to create a counter to this, you could create a counter vibrational frequency and basically make two waves smash into each other in the ocean.
I guess I could do that, yeah.
Like, I see that as a viable option.
Touch the water though?
No, basically, I'll pull a ball bearing out of my pocket. Actually, I'll just load it into my crossbow and just use hold flare to charge it up,
Mm-hmm.
and then fire it straight down.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna time it. I'm gonna hold action and to time it so that the wave will like meet at the right time.
Everybody on the boat, what do you all do?
Brace!
I don't know if we can do anything, to be honest with you. We aren't super amazing, game-breakingly powerful like these fucking Logias.
Logia, I'm a Paramecia, thank you.
Whatever, man. You, Chum, and the other you are all incredibly powerful.
Idea.
I don't got shit.
I mean, to
But
be
take-
fair,
I'm gonna
most
take
of
my
this
chain
really only
sword.
works in, these over-the-top, like, action sequence. Like, in combat, you're all basically equal.
Wait, I have an idea.
Ooh.
I'm gonna make tea and then throw it at the boulder so it gets tired and falls into the water slower. I am going to shit myself.
I mean, the thing is,
That's it.
technically,
Jimmy, get
You-
that in a bottle.
technically, you could maybe fire a cannon at the falling thing. You could, like, try
That's
and
right,
punch.
we actually have cannons.
There are things you can do to stop this from hitting the ocean. You've got one round to stop it.
Jimmy, how fast can you fill a 5-gallon like jug with methane gas?
Okay, can I... How high above us is the boulder?
I'm not too sure about exactly methane gas, but I already have some in my room.
Get the biggest container of it you got.
To answer your question, Nick, I'm going to say, about 1,000 feet, give or take. Like, within
Okay.
cannon range, I'd say.
Okay, well, our cannons all have different ranges. The standard are 200, the large are 300, the stink is 30, and the scatter is 60 yards. They're all yards.
Alright, well, what?
I come
There's...
with 2 milk jugs just filled with my stink.
Perfect.
How many
Hold on, the
feet are in a yard? It's 3 feet to a yard, right?
3 feet to a yard, so 300 yards would be 900 feet.
Yeah. So, you'll have to wait, like, a second, and then you'll be in range.
If the scatter was longer, then I was thinking maybe I could punch holes through it so as it would fall into the water more hydrodynamically and thus create less wave.
I mean, you can hold your
Two-
action and wait for it to get closer and do that.
But I also don't know if that would even work.
2 methane
'Cause
jugs,
Dakota
cannonball, massive explosion. Blow it apart.
Methane. It's methane. It makes more fire than an actual explosion.
I mean, this is anime
There's low
logic.
speed and high speed and fire explosions. There's 3 types. Gasoline is a fire explosion. C4 is a high explosive, and what the hell's that powder? I forget what the hell it's called, but that's a low explosive. So it does no. Well, maybe I guess black powder would be a low explosive because it pushes things more than it actually shreds things. High explosive destroys. A low explosive pushes.
I mean, we can also just
Shotgun
go.
this could push it further back.
You could slow it down, meaning it would impact with less force. Like, yeah, sure, fine. You might reduce the size of a wave or potency. Like, basically, any idea you have will help in some way. You know, surprisingly,
well,
there isn't rules for this.
I don't think, as much as I would love to create a bunch of holes in it with a scatter round, I don't think the scatter rounds would be able to penetrate it very far. So I'm just going to use the large cannon to punch a big hole, hopefully through the center-ish.
Yeah, go for that. Fire the cannon.
Alright, what the hell do I use for firing cannons?
I believe it just comes under ranged attack.
Oh, good. Which everyone except for Maggie is pretty crap at.
I mean, I think they have an inherent bonus to them.
Do they?
Let's look at
While
ship
you're
cannons.
arming the cannon, I'm going to throw both these jugs straight at it in
They
the
have a
line of sight.
+1 damage to cannons due to spiritual aggression,
Yeah.
but we don't have a plus to hit. I mean, I'm relatively good at ranged anyways, just because it's whiz-based, but other than that, it's not favored, so... fuck it!
I mean, bear in mind, this thing's AC will be, like, non-existent, because all you need to do is hit its defense roll. It's a rock. It doesn't have a defense roll.
Well, I rolled an 8, and I'm pointing practically straight up.
Yeah. I mean, it's a giant rock. It doesn't have a defense roll. You hit it.
Okay, cool. So,
Throw the methane gas in the pathway of the cannonball,
5d6 plus 2...
just to give it kind of a push.
Oh, good, I rolled 3 1s.
Oh, wow. I mean, damage isn't important here. You put a big chunk into this. You know, cannon just goes, and you can see, like, you don't break it or anything, but you definitely put a nice sizable crack in it, and there's a hole, so that'll mess up. You'll mess it up,
Something.
but there's a nice
The hole all the
sizable.
way through, it would make a much bigger impact.
I was
than just
thinking
a crater.
also by throwing the methane gas at it, the heat of the flame, basically since this rock was in a frozen place, should force it to crack more due to like a rapid change in temperature.
I believe
So
that was
you
100%
fire your cannon,
bonus.
but add the methane gas to it.
Yeah, I believe that
Oh
was.
no, they were in jugs. I yeeted the jugs in the line of fire of your shot.
Okay.
Okay, so basically you set the cannonball on fire and created a big explosion as you did so. Alright, yeah, alright, let me just roll. Oh, yeah, I'm happy with that. So, the cannonball itself doesn't penetrate particularly far. It takes a nice sizable chunk out, but the fire from it sends a quite large, noticeable crack. You're fairly certain you could split this thing in half, therefore reducing the size of the wave. Like, immensely. So, if somebody wanted to, like, just do something, you know, if you got another cannon you can fire at it, or...
Well, we still have the... Yeah.
I just realized that I can't make the counter wave.
You can't?
Oh.
No, that's not how my power works. It would hit the water before it hit the ground. Like, my flare can't make vibrations. The only reason it did was because it hit the mountain. But if it makes contact with the water first, it'll just, like, freeze it. Wait.
That could work, though. You could basically... you could basically freeze the water and freeze whatever wave comes up out of it. You would trap the boat in the ice.
Wait a second. Why didn't I just do that?
Trap the boat, but at least we won't get smashed by waves.
Actually, I can go out with my sword and probably use the...
Yeah, we can fix that easily.
Use my sword and just kind of carve a path.
Alright, so... Jimmy. Jimmy's the only one who hasn't done anything yet. Jimmy, what would you like to do as this thing is falling?
I my jugs.
Oh, you got your jugs. Okay, yeah, so that's what you did. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, round 2. The thing, it hits the water. Iris, you fire into the water?
Yep.
Alright, nice. As you do that, a giant wave, I'm going to say 150 foot high, starts flying towards you. You hit the water, starts to rapid freeze, so it flash freezes, goes... the boat is trapped, but you get the wave frozen as well. There's a giant frozen wave. You are... you are safe. And that was very, very scary for everyone involved.
Iris is chattering his teeth. He's like blue. That's how cold he is right now.
I'm gonna go find him, walk across the frozen ocean to just go get him, bring him back on the ship, and throw him in the sauna.
Oh, that's so much.
Dummy
What
opens
the
up his.
fuck was that?
So, Dummy opens up his torso, and like you just see sort of a fire inside of his chest that radiates heat.
Oh my god, can Dummy be the power source for the sauna?
Captain.
Oh my
And
god.
he uses that to warm up.
The idea
Iris.
was that I was
Some.
going to kind of rocket my way up by having Maggie here shoot, but she missed.
Why? Why are we even climbing this freaking mountain?
I
Gotta
don't
get in,
know.
don't you?
What? I
Don't-
didn't hear him.
Don't go alone.
Go in.
We can sail around until we find a freaking harbor.
But
Not a harbor, then at least like some kind of inlet.
That was...
You know what I was expecting?
Have you ever sailed before?
the Kuja never let me sail.
And I can see why.
Oh,
I would just
ask
like-
if someone could help me look to see if there was a damn inlet or something, and you just yeeted yourself at a mountain.
Well, how else am I gonna see the inlet?
You get up in the crow's nest and you look, and then if we don't see one from where we are, we sail around the damn island until we find one.
I guess
I
that
just
would've
needed
been
the
better.
I just needed someone else's eyes who could see through this shit better. That was it.
Hold on. I like to imagine we make it to the next, like, town or whatever. Like, oh, wow. You guys look like you had a hard time. Yeah, we tried climbing a mountain. You know you could have gone around Reno!
I would just like to point out. Oh, I forgot to mention like another side effect of my devil fruit.
What's that?
Well,
I can
I
teleport.
kind of have flares of inspiration occasionally.
Yeah, was that one of them?
Well, let me finish. Basically,
Didn't turn out very well.
every time I have a good idea, I get dumber for the rest of the day.
Oh, good. That's something. Here's a better idea. Don't have ideas, just follow orders.
No.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm not listening.
I'll drag you through the ocean.
Alright,
Devil fruit powers for you if you're stuck in the ocean, right?
how...
How devil fruits work, but it would be very uncomfortable. Yes.
So,
Fucking throw you back to Usopp.
we will worry about it later, but just to note, Dummy will have 2 devil fruit feats at this point,
Yeah.
which is gonna be fun.
I mean, we all have to figure out what the iron fruit can do. I really hope to God you decide to go, okay, this has nothing to do with the metal, and instead the the houseware utility, so you just like steam things and press things and you iron them out. Alright. Whew. I believe I have composed myself.
Well,
I
my
ass-
idea was that I out ahead just in case that this place is like filled with, I don't know, assassins or something. But yeah, no. Don't think that's the main issue here.
No, no. Just the fucking mountain coming down on our ship.
I would like to point out that was Maggie, not me.
Because of your idiocy, she tried to rescue you.
No, 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 no.
It was your plan.
Your
And your
Already
the
picking enemies
plan was
with
that you were
people.
supposed to hit me, not miss. I thought you were a good shot, but clearly I was mistaken.
You're gonna die.
At this point, I'm gonna come up with a hammer and just conk on his head. Just knock
Jimmy
him out.
fucking vacates the
I-
area. Fuck this.
We just knock out Iris and leave
You
him in the
can't.
sauna for a bit.
Iris sidesteps my ability.
You don't see me coming.
Your
But
ability
I
is
don't-
burnt out.
No, sidestep isn't a double fruit ability. It's just a thing.
The f-
It's a feat.
What gives you sidestep?
It's
It's
just
the
a feat.
feat.
Yeah, it's just a feat.
The fuck's it do?
It
Captain
just-
Holmes still.
If someone makes a melee attack, you just say no.
How often?
Captain
What?
Holmes still.
I
Just
think
once
it's
around.
yeah, it's like once per turn.
No, I'm gonna dodge.
Captain, you go first. I'll go second.
All right.
I would just lock the door.
Good
Okay.
point.
Whilst everyone is doing
Dummy,
this,
steam him.
whilst everybody's doing this, Smithy has just hopped off the side of a boat very quietly, puts his welding mask on, and gets out, like a pneumatic drill that he just has, and is just clearing the ship out of the ice, and just kind of looks up, gives a thumbs up, and goes.
Maggie hops down as well, with Dummy, and start helping clear things out.
I also then I
It'll
hop
go
down.
away on its own.
Dummy just punches a few holes.
I'm gonna go towards the front of the ship, take my sword on its chain, and just spin it, grinding in front of it.
I mean, the
While it's lit.
I reckon collectively you can kind of get this. You don't need to break all the ice. You need to really break enough ice around the ship and around the paddle wheels. You could slap them in reverse. You only need to reverse for 30 seconds or so, so then you can actually move again. And you can start sailing around the island to find an inlet. And with that, let me throw you on over to the new map. I am going to say you approached the island. Where's the boat? Hang on. Boat. I believe that's all we normally use. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Boat. You're not that tiny.
Where the hell is Sidestepper? And I don't see it in any feat list.
Marksman.
Marksman? Aren't you a bounty hunter? Oh, wait, no. Right. That's
Bounty Hunter's
That's
a
class.
career.
Career,
Okay.
marksman's a class.
Okay. So I am gonna say that you approached from here. So you know what? Someone who's better at doodling, can you fill in this area and have it be frozen? And put a big a big frozen icicle sticking out the water.
You gotta roll tumble checks every time you do that, Ren, otherwise you fall on your ass.
I mean, hey, as long as I dodge.
I believe you would just sail around the island, and eventually, yes, you would find a port a little bit further down. It'd take maybe another hour if you're going slowly, and you will find a port town to dock in. That would give time for everybody to rest, recoup, and be like, what the fuck did we all just do?
Oh, God.
The port town you see as you arrive, it's got one really long pier, and you notice that the entire island Like, the entire coast is mountains, all quite similar to where you just were, so all the mountains, like, they've almost overgrown the island and are hooking over the sides. And this port town you find that it is like, they seem to have carved off the top of one of these mountains and rest on top of it. And then there's like a series of long ladders and stairs, and the port is at sea level and the town is above sea level on this plateau they've created. The town itself does not seem anything particularly fancy or special. You do see that it's quite commonplace that there's, just dozens of people just sat on the side of a mountain with like fishing lines off the side of it. So people fish from the side of this mountain. I just like that aesthetic. I think that's cool. You can dock up, no one's really going to stop you, and what do people want to do after doing all that?
Have a heart attack? A retroactive heart attack?
I love how every single time this crew has been very close to something terrible happening, it's entirely their own fucking fault. Like, nothing I have ever thrown at you is more dangerous than you.
Oh my god, you're so right, and I hate it.
Well,
Maggie is going to immediately just check in with the captain. All right, what are the objectives in town?
I don't even know. Get information on the warlords, whatever we can. We got some from Usopp, but if we can get more, the better. See if there's anything that we can do while we're here. I understand this is not a marine town or marine island like most of the ones we've been to. I don't know if they're friendly or if they're pirates or if they're just whatever. And specifically get information on the Death Defiler and the smokestacks. Because we need to go after Data and Chum eventually. The sooner the better.
Okay.
Okay?
alright.
Well,
All right.
I don't know. I can't think of any other objective really. I mean, if you can find work that for us is required, that they can't help, we are here to also help, as is the Marine statement, but we have our own objectives as well.
Just gonna leave my Marine uniform here,
Maggie will do the
just
same.
in case. But I like the idea I did for Iris. Walks over, takes another one of those leather things with the leather bands with the Marine insignia on it, and just.
Are you
That's
basically making like FBI identification cards?
Yeah,
just
we're
to, like,
making badges.
just to flip
we're
out
not
and go,
wearing our
Marine.
insignias anymore. We just have them on hand.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That
Undercoat
makes it
green.
easier to get. That makes it easier to get info.
True.
I like
Unless
that.
we're actually going to a place we know is actually Marine friendly, then we can actually wear our uniforms.
Okay, cool. So, you get off the boat. Like I said, it's just one really long, quite thin pier. The people, it clearly doesn't look like as stable or balanced as any other pier you've been to. Almost as if the people here have little to no knowledge or interest in seafaring. It's just kind of there. It's like, well, we kind of need one.
I mean, you need trade. I'm sure they can't get everything livable on this island.
Yeah. It's clearly not particularly well looked after, but it does the job. I just don't advise like jumping around or punching it much.
Hear that, Iris?
And
Don't cause earthquakes on this thing.
Again, wasn't me.
there,
Started it.
there is one, quite at the end of the pier. You have definitely garnered some attention because they weren't expecting a boat. So you see being lowered down by quite a thick-looking cable with a small platform on it. What appears to be quite a small man. You can't really make his eyes out because he has giant fuzzy eyebrows that cover most of his eyes, and he's got the entire bottom part of his face is just it's not particularly well groomed or maintained beard. It's like someone just slapped a small fluffy dog on his face, and it's just there. It doesn't really have a shape. It's kind of circular, and he's quite small, quite skinny, and he's just being lowered down on this small floating platform on a cable, and it kind of hits the ground, and with that he kind of tugs the cable twice, and then he steps off, hands behind his back, as he walks up to you and goes, "Yeah, who are all you lot? We didn't have no boat schedule for today."
Travelers, looking for information on multiple things, as well as to recuperate.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure you probably don't really know where you are. We don't get many travelers. I mean, I assume you didn't come here on purpose.
Well, first time on the Grand Line. Gotta follow the thing. What's it called again? Compass. It's not really a compass.
Lagos?
That thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, usually people, if they don't know what they're looking for, they see them mountains and then just kind of make base and wait for it to settle and move right on. So, it's nice to have visitors. Welcome. Welcome to Cliffside. And the Pyrite Kingdom. How do you do?
I'm sorry, the what kingdom?
The Pyrite.
Pyrite. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, Pyrite. Like the rock. But also, like the people on the seas. Pirates. Pyrites. That's how you say it. I've only ever seen it written down.
Pirate. Pirate.
That's what I said. Pyrite.
There's an A. There's an A.
Pyrite. That's what I said.
It's going to be equivalent of...
Maggie
That's what they do.
wanders the way.
So, I'm assuming we take that platform up to...
You can take that, or
village.
you can take that. You can climb a ladder. Ladders won't get you to a village. You'll probably come across some of the neighborhoods. And he kind of points up, and you see there's into the cliff face. There's different tiers of small carved out plateaus, and you'll see a couple of houses and stuff. It seems to be a multi-tiered town/village. So some people live lower in this cliff. Some people live on the top. Ladders go to the lower ones. There's a set of stairs. But...
So it's like a pueblo village built in a cliff.
Yeah. Right. Most of them's for residential. So unless you just so happen to know somebody, or I don't think you do. We don't really know nobody. Well, what?
Don't know anybody here, no.
All right.
I mean, Mark just kind of looks down and is just like, Fishman.
Yeah? What's one of them?
You've never seen a fishman before?
Is that a type of fish or a type of man?
Yes.
Ah, good for you. I don't know what that is, but good for you.
This guy.
God,
I can...
can't wait till he sees my fucking wings I got. He's gonna flip. If they could ever be seen. They're hidden on my back because of how big I am.
Your fruckin' wings?
My fruckin' wings. Yeah, my Kentucky fruckin' wings.
Well, I assume you probably want some. I mean, do you want to come up into the village? We can probably set you up in a little sleepy hole or something. Or you want to just wait here and I don't know what you're doing here. You said something about information. I mean, I don't think we got much information. What What kind of rock formation do you mine that in? Is that a volcanic rock? Or
Are you the elder of the village, or are you just the guy that runs the platform?
Yes, and yes.
Is there a council? Do you have any merchants?
Nope. I mean, merchants. I mean, yeah, kinda. I mean, we really
Do you
just.
have anybody that deals with people outside of the village on a regular basis?
Well, there's the king, but he's not here. He's in his place.
His place.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we kind of see. I mean, there's one group of people. They kind of stop by. Don't know if that's gonna happen soon or honestly, it's kind of hard to remember. We don't really get much sunlight most of the time. We spend a lot of time underground, so it's kind of hard to know when days go. It could have been yesterday. Could have been a year ago. I don't honestly know much. Let's take you up. Unless you want to just keep talking here. We probably shouldn't, because I think the longer we stand on here, the more likely this thing is just break away.
Right, we'll take 2 trips.
Right. Well,
Dummy walks onto the platform carrying 2 large crates.
of what? Or is
Don't
that
worry
a...
about it. I'm guessing.
I'm gonna hope...
It just says don't touch.
Oh, okay, I was gonna hope they were empty in there for buying things. But I guess not.
You can't buy things if you don't have things to trade.
Fair.
Is it a good idea to really be trading those?
Yes. Just assume they are. Just remember that if they trade them away, they're not on the ship anymore.
Just say she doesn't trade for worse ones.
Alright. Well, who's coming up? He walks back over to the little platform and grabs the cable. Right. Who wants upsis?
Fucking.
Maggie yanks on the cable.
Just as you do that, you feel it just like shudder and start to be pulled up. And as you go up, it's pretty high. It's like a good 300-400 feet up, and you can look down. You can see, and it's like, yeah, this is actually surprisingly advanced. Like as you get to the top, it's not like just a bunch of dudes pulling a giant cable. Like it's got like a winch and a system. It's pretty clever. It's like there's a lot of ingenuity gone into the design of this stuff, in stark contrast to the pier itself, which looks like someone, I don't know, just slap some wood. That'll work. So it's not that these people lack engineering skills. It's just they're very specialized in anything to do with mechanics, specifically, mountaineering and stuff like that. As you go up, you see the different tiers, and you see, there's clearly people who look like miners of sorts. So, they've got like their classic old miner's hat, they've got like pickaxes, and you see that they might be going deeper into the mountains and things like that.
Perfect.
When you get to the top, there's a nice little village entry sign, and it just says cliffside, don't fall off. And
Don't fall off. That's great.
You take a look around. There's basically nothing on the surface. There's like a couple of buildings. There's one house that clearly it looks as if someone who doesn't really know what a house looks like tried to build a house looking from a picture in a book.
Oh my.
So it's very classical. Like it's a square with a very oversized triangle roof with exactly 2 windows in the upper floor, 2 windows in the lower floor, and a weirdly large rectangular door that almost looks bigger than the first floor. He goes, well, that's my place. You know, man gets to stay on the surface side. Real pretty. If you look around, you know, to see a few other bits and pieces, you know, that's how you get inside the mountains. That right there, that's a tavern. What's a good, terrible name for the tavern for Cliffside?
The oboed Wooloo.
I was
Baking lamb.
gonna say it was called the Cliffhanger.
I like it. Yeah, it's just called the hanger, and the sign that hangs off of it. It's not clipped on by two. It's meant to be clipped on by two hooks, but it's only by one. And the artwork on it looks as if someone's falling off the edge.
Oh God.
Actually, no. The sign for it isn't a sign. It is literally just like a wooden outcut of a person that's clinging onto the side of the little metal thing.
Dangling there, and he's just welcome.
It's a sign, but it's carved in the shape of a person, and it looks as if that person is clinging onto the side of the tavern, and it just says "The Hanger" written up it, because I think that's cool.
Alright.
There's all kinds of crazy, cool, fun, crazy. I don't know why I'm saying it's crazy. We're not crazy.
Dummy, stay here. I'm going into the tavern.
Okay.
I wasn't talking to you.
Okay. You go into the tavern. The tavern is... It looks pretty empty. About
The rest of us are still at the bottom.
Yeah. You see the winch goes back down to get everyone else. The tavern, literally empty. There's no one in there. About 30 seconds later, this old man walks in again, puts on a hat, and goes, oh, welcome to the Cliffhanger. I'm the barkeep. How do you do?
I walk out.
Oh no!
Something tells me you should probably just move on to the next village.
I mean, the rest of you
said there was
will...
a king.
Yeah. You can find... Now you're up here, right?
Well, yeah, so as soon as you guys get to the top of the tavern's a dead end.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Once you get up there, you can look out and see... Like, you can get a little bit of a scope, and you can see some more of the island. You notice that, like, you are on a mountain, obviously, so it goes down, and you see basically this giant valley. And you can make out, like, a few bits and pieces here and there. But the one thing you do notice is there is a giant mountain. 5 times the size of the mountains on the edge of the island. And right at the peak of that, you're fairly certain you can make out some kind of building. He goes, well, King's there. We're in his big palace. His big palace. That...
Yes.
Fancy town.
Guess we'll head there then.
I mean, I don't think it takes kindly... I mean, usually people know... You know, the king usually has to come get them. It's not easy to just walk up the mountain. I suppose you could go through the mountain. But that's a whole thing. Anyway.
What is this?
What
is this? Lord of the Rings?
I'm curious. Who just shows up and thinks, you know what, I'm going to talk to the king? You know, kings are important.
Us.
Who are you?
People.
Well, you must feel like you're awful important.
I mean, we need information that you clearly don't have.
You haven't asked me for nothing.
Do you know about the warlords that are in the seas? Thought so.
I've heard that name. Yeah. See, there was one fella. I say one fella. He kind of here and there. Let me check my notes. I forgot his name. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just checking some notes. Like,
Your memory.
isn't that what you call it? Your notes? Let me look. Yeah, that thing. Okay, so Warlord. Isn't that what Novichok is? I think Novichok's one of them, right? He was a big deal.
Novichok?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Death Defiler. He's the Death Defiler.
Oh,
This is
okay.
Iris, by the way. The
Yeah.
Death Defiler. Wait, yeah, isn't that the guy you're looking
That's-
for?
Yeah, surprisingly, he actually knows.
Of course I
fully
know.
expected this man to
Oh.
not know anything about the goings on outside the island.
Look, how could I not
Why
know
are
little
you going
Novichok?
after-
Novichok came from this island. He's one of our greatest heroes. Well, I say hero. He's kind of despised by lots of people, but he's still a pretty big deal.
What can you tell us about him?
He's scary. He kind of just pops back here every now and then. He's got some kind of deal with the king. They go to have the meeting, and then Novichok just takes a bunch of stuff and disappears. And so far, he hasn't killed any of us. So, pretty good deal if you ask me.
Okay, well,
That's something, I guess. He comes here every so often. How often is every so often?
Yeah.
Then again, wait, you don't know days, do you?
Yeah, these primitives can't even tell days of the week.
Well,
What's a week?
spend their life underground.
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
What are you
they're-
explaining?
Wait. I have a simple. Let the dumbass here.
Captain, you know that wouldn't work.
I'm gonna look at him. How many times does the sun go up and down between when he shows up and when he shows up the next time?
They have no idea. They spend their time underground.
how many naps do you take in between visits?
I don't know. Depends on how
Yeah,
much
that-
work I'm doing.
Oh my god.
Just-
I miss
He
data.
doesn't even work.
Time.
I miss data.
I love
doing-
these stupid
Doing my
characters
best
so
here to deal with the
much.
stupid. I'm doing my best here to deal with the stupid, but because Data's not here. But god damn it, I hate dealing with stupid people.
Wait, I have the best solution. Do you have any regulars that come in here?
Yeah. You mean are you in the
That's what
tavern?
we're-
Or are
That's
you
what we're
just...
asking about. Do you have any regulars that come in every time they're done
In the
work?
tavern? Oh.
Like I said, Novichok, he shows up fairly regularly.
Besides him, anyone else
Not really.
that shows up more often than him?
We got locals. People from other towns maybe pop on by if they're looking to get some stuff. We get unique ores here, and just like the other towns get their unique ores.
Hmm.
So every
Only
town
other-
has their own unique ore.
Yeah.
It's strange.
Wait,
The only other information we're going to get out of this place is probably from the king himself, and I don't think that's going to be a pleasant talk.
wait a second. So you're telling me the king of this place? So, have you ever seen the king?
Personally? Like,
Yeah.
God.
I
It's-
during like one of them parade things, we
like
go
that.
through. I kind of saw like a person in one of them, palindromes.
Zor's
I don't
Just
know
go
who
up that
it was, but I saw something. A little hand popped out and went, "Yoo-hoo!" But did I see it with my own
Wait,
eyes?
you
Not
never
really.
saw the king personally.
Nope.
You've never actually seen it. Okay.
Do you have any sort of log you track of your sales or anything?
Nope.
Probably not. I think
Iris is
They have
like,
no
I
way
have
to
a-
tell date. How the hell are they going to track their sales?
Probably
Iris
can't
is
even
like,
Captain,
oh,
hold on, I
Iris is
rushed
gonna
to
walk-
the captain. Captain, I think Iris is about to have a good idea.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I
Everybody
have
step
a-
back.
I have a thought.
step Ding.
I think Noichak is their king.
Yep.
I mean, think about it.
I had the same thought.
We have to see if anyone else has seen the king, but if none of them have seen the king, there's no way that a Shichibukai is just hanging out in a kingdom, right? They have to at least know each other at the very least.
So I suggest we go see the king, and
Let's
or is somebody in the palace.
find a city or something. Ask around there.
Yeah. And with that, he'll walk to the edge of not the edge of a cliff out to the ocean, the edge of a cliff out into the land. He'll kind of point some directions and go, well, over there, you got Phosphor Town. It's quite explosive over there. You don't want to mess around too much.
Oh,
God.
There. So, Phosphor Town. Over there, you got... that's a weird place over there. For some reason, they decided to settle they decided they didn't want to be miners. They decided to farm. Crazy.
Because they can at least tell the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if I got a name for that place. I just called it, Farmville.
Farming.
Farmville.
Farmville.
I don't know what they do there. And then, all the way up over yonder, is... what's that one called? It's got a name. Don't remember. It was like, it's something like Carbonopolis or Carbolagalabalo. Basically, they just like making big, hard, sturdy stuff. It's a pretty big deal.
Huh.
And then, on the other side of the mountain, the other side of King's Palace, there's a sulfur. Yeah, they call it like the Sulfield? Yeah, Sulfield. The mine and farm of sulfur there. It's pretty nice. It smells, but it's nice. It's good for stuff. That's basically it. There's also, there's an old tower. I think that's the old palace. That's been abandoned a long time. There's probably some bandits or some nonsense that's happened over there. Couldn't really tell you much about it, but it's there. Well, maybe some importance there, I don't know.
Oh, the tower. Okay, I was like, where are we looking at? The tower way the hell up here.
Yeah, it's full on buried. That was the old place. Back, maybe 25, 30 years ago, King decided, move himself, put his new place right on top of, Okay, I need a name for a volcano, because my name was literally just going to be Old Smoky. I was like, no, I can't call the volcano Old Smoky. I need an actual good name for it.
Krakatoa!
Oh, that's an actual volcano.
He decided to move and put a new palace on Takaroa.
Mount Shindig?
Takaroa.
San Takaroa?
Takaroa. That's an original name. Do not steal.
So the palace is on top of a volcano.
Yup.
That's not smart.
It is definitely
that's
not
logically
smart.
consistent with this island.
Yeah.
So,
That's for sure.
that is the layout of a pirate kingdom. And proud members of the world government.
Is Cliffside the only one with a port?
Yep. You got it.
Oh my god.
We don't need the outside world. We got all the stuff we need. We got rocks. We got, other rocks.
What do you eat?
Rock salt.
What do you drink?
Rock juice.
Rocks don't give juice.
Not if you don't know how to get it. You never milked a rock.
Excuse me, I just threw up a little.
Drinking oil, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of that. It's good for you.
You have oil.
Oh yeah, lots of it. Oh, we got lots of black water.
We'll take some. We're gonna buy some of that.
I will, yes.
You found a lot of. Yeah, you found that all over the place. There'll be a couple of different places and stuff like that. I think Suffield gets a lot of oil. Phosphatown, they don't like when they run into them black water lakes. It kind of everything gets very explosive.
So Soulfield has the oil.
Yeah, it's all over the place. You'll find oil. You'll find lakes of oil everywhere.
Yeah, I'll be.
Maggie, you want to have your dummy bring barrels? We can just fill up.
Yep.
Gotcha. So don't
I mean,
set anything on. Don't use fire, like at all.
just
Here.
just a heads up. I don't know much about you or what you're planning on, but that is technically the property of the king. You can't just take it.
I mean, we can. We'll talk to the king whenever he comes and talks to us.
All right. Well,
Who's gonna enforce it otherwise? Because you're not the police.
I mean, I technically am. Or at least,
Iris is
I'm a concerned citizen.
I'm so done
Yeah.
with my shit. My marine code is out the window. I just looked back at what I said. I was like, what the hell is wrong with me?
Wait, what did you say?
I said we're just gonna take it. Who's gonna enforce it?
Iris
I was
is,
like,
like, Iris is just gonna lean over and was like, so like, were you guys secretly pirates this whole time?
Fuck off!
That would explain a lot.
Oh, that one. I'm just gonna grab Iris and start walking out the door like nope, 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 nope,
All right.
nope.
Come back to screaming. What happened? What did you idiots do?
I lost my marine code.
I love making these dumb characters.
Because it fucks with me so bad. I hate dumb characters. Remember what happened to the dumb king in the Pokemon game?
Mm-hmm.
I literally just bitch smacked him and said, "Fuck you, we're taking control of the army."
We've lost Nick. That's what's happened. We've
Okay.
lost Merc. Merc is now just here.
I think we should be looking at wrapping up. Does anyone have a final scene of what they would like to do? I assume you're just like heading out of Cliffside.
I would say the best way to wrap it up. We're all slowly walking out while Merc's having just a mental
Iris is
breakdown in
gonna-
the background.
Iris is gonna pat Merc on the back and boost his sense of morality.
That'll work.
I guess if it's gone, then he really can't.
About
Oh my
75% gone, so that might be a chance.
Just, oh my.
Make sure that you're not like a.
Whew. Yeah, I'm fine. But
So I'm just
call
gonna
it honest
casually-
work. We're working for our own gain. Like,
Okay.
So I'm gonna just casually walk out and be like,
it's not
Who would've thought
stealing
we
if we're
finally make
working
it
for
back?
it. It's call it our pay.
Our pay that we didn't agree to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really
I love how Merc has literally said, "Yeah, I'm just going to steal this country's property because I want it."
And also, but here,
and then
okay.
dot,
Here's
dot,
my
dot.
thinking. Here's my thinking. The fucking property of the king, but the king is a pirate warlord. Who the fuck
Well,
cares?
we actually haven't confirmed that. We're just.
That's a
operating
theory,
under-
but you've just gone like, yes, okay.
But I know Bardic. That's happened multiple times. To where this happened on the island a while ago, where the fucking Naga and
They actually.
they didn't have a king. No, but they had a
They
whole
had a
war
deity they
that was
worshipped.
rigged as an illusion.
They had a deity they worshipped that was
Also
technically the
not
same
the
thing.
Okay.
But they had but it was rigged. To where they had a war that was going on for people didn't even remember how long, because pirates were just manipulating them.
Maggie has been a thief since the beginning.
Don't you have klepto for your one of your
Kleptomaniac is one of her
disadvantage?
main flaws.
Yeah.
All right, check
Yeah.
her pockets, make sure she's
She
stealing
doesn't.
any of the.
Oh no,
booze.
she's been stealing stuff since the very, very beginning. Like since since boot camp.
We're gonna one day just see in her room. It's gonna be filled with little things from everywhere. We're gonna look like, hey, there's the darts from the Naga. There's this. There's this.
Oh yeah,
Wait a
no,
minute.
literally every single place you've ever been, she's stolen something.
And we're just looking through like, wait a minute. This is Hotpod's hat.
Oh yeah,
Where'd you get
yeah.
this?
Literally every single place you've ever been.
Pulls out his Marine badge, looks at the group, and looks back at the Marine badge.
What did I just do?
We're gonna
What
see
did
an
I sign
admiral.
on for?
We're gonna see a damn admiral jacket somewhere. We're gonna be like, Maggie, the fuck?
Alright.
He pulls out his bounty hunter contract and looks it over.
Alright.
I'm
Let's
gonna
do...
pat Iris and be like, you're stuck with us.
Let's sign off with that. So, thank you everybody. I've been the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, all as the Bardic Knock. I will get this edited and thrown up on YouTube probably by Tuesday. I seem to be falling onto a relatively decent pattern of that. So that's that. I do stuff. I mostly stream a shit ton of Pokemon and tabletop role-playing games. That's basically it. Join the Discord server, !Discord in Twitch chat, for the easiest way to keep up to date with what's going on and what I'm doing and stuff like that. That's me. Players. Down the line.
Hi, I'm Nick, also known as Strider Winters. I play Mercurius Thorac. I might have lost my brain this episode.
You had one?
Good. Very funny.
You're an octopus. You technically don't have a brain.
I'm a giant squid, not an octopus.
Squid, they don't have a brain either.
Nah, whatever. Ha 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 ha. Now you see why I may have lost it. Well, anyways, I'm Strider Winters, practically everywhere on the internet. Most oftentimes you're going to find me here on the Bardic Knox channel or on the Bardic Knox Discord, to which I will put a link in the chat. I believe it's also straight down below in Bardic's cards.
Oh, squids do have
Whatever the hell
brains.
those things are called. Hey, see? Ha!
Squids do? Okay.
But,
I know octopus
yeah.
don't.
Cool thing we're running, by the way, for anyone who is in the Discord, is that we have like a kind of a Pokemon League that we're running. It's real fun. It's interesting. We have special custom emojis for the Discord server that are our individual gym badges. We all have different themes. I'm running music, which currently the only one who's beaten me is Rin. But that's
Which
me.
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Rin also mollywopped Bardic too, didn't he?
I mean, it was 2-1,
Oh,
but yeah, Rin.
yeah, it was
definitely-
2-0 to me.
Yeah, Rin stomped me in one of the games. I think it was the first
Who
one.
needs strategy when you can just pick your favorite Pokemon and give them the
I mean, yeah.
strongest moves possible?
Yeah, anyways, that's me. Dakota.
I'm Dakota, White Wolf works too pretty much everywhere. I'm Zolrod. Bye. Not much else. I'm tired.
To go soon, but I am Ren, and I'm currently playing Iris.
I'm Shogun. I played Maggie today. Though I normally play Chum. I stream on Cryogun .twitch.tv with my partner in crime there, Eglazar, and we're trying to become affiliates on there.
Yeah, so go give him a follow.
Yeah, we are 2 away. 2 follows away.
Okay, so you know what? Whilst my brain is on it, let me just do a thing for the thing. So,
Is Cryogun currently live?
I
No.
don't suppose. No.
No.
Okay, I didn't know if Egglazar was doing something. Because so that would have been nice.
Oh god, what happened to our cameras?
Ren had to bounce, but it's fine.
Ren hopped out, so it fucked over the overlay. It's funny though, because Jimmy's still in the exact same place.
Yeah. Jimmy is unmoving. So, and with that, James, who are you? And then we can wrap up this shit show.
Well, you're now Maggie's Nick. I'm mostly myself.
You're half the man you once were.
Oh fuck.
I was half a man.
Just gets sadder. Hello, my name is James. I play Jimmy. You can find me anywhere online as Omen264. I have a Twitter I do not use, and I'm gonna out a secret here, so I finally get around to doing it. After 20 sessions, not once have I updated my character sheet. I'm still level 1.
You need to fix that before session 22. Please, both of you put. James, you need to level up. Dakota, you need to put everything into the Roll20 sheet.
I'm going to message board over these 2 weeks and make sure I get everything up to date. But yeah, ever since we took over that marine base from those pirates from fucking January, I have not touched it.
Oh, you people! I thought I was lazy, not updating my character sheet for Maggie until this morning.
Okay. With that, everybody, thank you very much. And until next time, stay safe and happy adventures. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.